Suplex Studies.
Hello, welcome everybody to Suplex Studies. I am Eric here, joined by Red Shoes, Uno, Gator himself.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Red Shoes Gator, that is.
I love red shoes. It's fucking awesome. We're going to get into some red shoes a little later today.
That's right. And we also have a very special guest here joining us, Isaias, Mr. Wrestling Junts himself, Wrestle Jones.
What's the word, fellas? Y'all doing all right?
That's right, sir.
He damn right. We're
Welcome
doing all
in.
right.
I don't know. You have quite a few monikers there. I didn't know what to go with, but
Yeah, Junts Hardy, Wrestle Jones, Wrestling Junts. I'm a man of many names. Isaias, whatever you prefer to call me, I can work with it.
what do you prefer to be called?
Isaias.
Isaias.
A little
All right.
more of a personal level. I like you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good to me.
Isaias.
Because I'll call you Wrestle Jones all day.
Yeah. No, we're good, man. We're good. We built a nice rapport since I've been here. So
Hell
enjoying
yeah.
the time.
Hell yeah, pal.
Oh, hell yeah. Good to meet you, Isaias. My name is Stone Cold Stan Arlington, long lost twin brother of my brother Steve here. And it's a great day to have you here at the Suplex Studios. Oh, hell yeah. Ain't that right, brother Steve?
You're damn right, Stan. It's great to have him here. He came in, we hit him up with the email, and he went ahead and gave it back to us and said, hell yeah, I'll come through.
Have a couple Steve Weisers, right?
I'll have some Modelo's.
Right?
And we'll
Some
go
Stan
ahead-
Weisers.
What?
Some tequila.
What?
Some whiskey.
What?
Some chimichangas.
What?
Some enchiladas.
What?
Some. You gotta help me there, Steve.
Maybe some enchilada verdes.
I'm tired of the verde,
What?
brother.
What?
Either way,
Let's get
great to
into
have you here,
Let's
brother.
get into Isaias. What is your wrestling background, brother?
So I've been a wrestling fan since pretty much I hopped out the womb. I remember like in '99 watching it, watching my pops watch like Monday Night Raw, watching Steve Austin come down the ring. Ever since then, man, I've just been traveling around the country, going to wrestling shows. I've been to multiple WrestleManias the past couple of years, a bunch of New Japan shows that we're going to get into.
Ooh, shit.
AEW, of course. So I'm a big fan of the business and plan on keep going to a lot of these shows.
Dude, yes. I wanted to ask you earlier, but I was saving it for the show here. I think I saw you at All Out. Did you go in 2019?
I did, yes.
Okay, dude, I think I saw you there at that one. Cousin Kush wasn't there though, right?
Yes,
No.
he was. He was,
right?
yes.
Motherfucker.
Shout out to Cousin
Dude,
Kush.
I knew it.
I was
knew
out
it.
there with Cousin Kush, my wife, and my guy Loose Screw Vintage that I do my Instagram page with. Yeah, man, it was a hell of a time. How was that, 5 years ago now?
Yes, dude. Already.
Shit
Wait.
flew by.
Yeah. Wow. 5
Yeah.
fucking years ago.
I met Westside Gun and Smoke DZA after that show.
Who's that?
Westside Gun is a rapper, recording artist. He does like a wrestling collective called Fourth Rope. He does a lot of like merchandise. He'll collect like vintage wrestling pieces and do his own designs on them.
Fuck yeah.
He's done songs with like Tyler the Creator, Rick Ross, a lot of prominent artists. I think he has like a big affiliation with TNA right now. He's super like prominent in the hip hop business, but he's also really tapped in with wrestling right now. So
Hell yeah.
shout
I'm
out to
gonna have
Westside Gun.
give him a little listen there.
Nice.
West Side Gun, eh?
Yeah, yeah, Griselda.
Who's Griselda?
That's like his group.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
Griselda.
Shout out to Griselda.
Griselda.
Fashion
Interesting.
Collective. Yeah, yeah.
I like it. I like it.
What's up
Lay
with
it on
this
'em.
shirt business that I hear you got?
Yeah, so we're running a Instagram live usually every other Monday night called Bangers Backwoods and Brews. We've been doing it since 2021. We basically go on Instagram live for like 2 hours and shoot the shit about what's going on in wrestling, but we also
It's
make
Monday nights, right?
Monday nights.
Monday night.
We usually run at like 8:30 Central Time on Instagram live. It's at Wrestling Junts. You can also follow my guy at Loose Screw Vintage.
Yeah, Loose Crew Vintage.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. I follow him actually.
Yeah. My guy Didi, he's hilarious. Super into hoops, super into wrestling, super into rap. So
Nice.
but yeah, we do that every other Monday night. We're gonna start doing like more so just bigger shows. We kind of went away from the weekly thing, but We're going to be doing more bigger shows. I think more so going to Survivor Series. We'll have a big show where we have like a team of people running shirts. Whoever like wins the bid will have an elimination of the other. You know what I mean? Like we try to incorporate the gimmicks into the live shows with the wrestling stuff. So
nice.
That's pretty much what we got going on. I'm more so collecting right now than selling.
The collector game.
So if you had to pick one favorite shirt from your collection, you had to get rid of all the rest of them. You got to take one shirt.
Just one, dude.
Just one. You know what? I'll make it a little. How about I give you
stick with it?
No, okay. We're gonna just one.
Put me on the grill. Okay,
let's go.
So my main collection consists of like San Antonio grails of like live events that happen in San Antonio.
That's a badass fucking.
Or Hardy pieces or TNA old school shirts.
Okay.
So it's really hard to pick just one shirt, but if I had to nail it down, I gotta go with the Royal Rumble '97, Shawn Michaels versus Sid Vicious, Alamo Dome. That was a shirt that was really hard for me to acquire at the time. I didn't have $600 just to pull out of my ass, but I made it happen. And I probably would hold that one the most if it was like a fire going on in my house or something.
You can pull one shirt out.
If I had to grab one shirt, that would probably be it, because that one I just hold near and dear to me.
How much did you pay for that one?
$600.
$6. What's it worth now?
It's probably worth less now. Honestly, like the shirt stuff.
Shit.
The shirt stuff is
Goes
weird,
up and down,
man.
eh?
Yeah, because like I've sold a couple XLs since then for like $300-$400. I got them for a lot less than that, of course, but like that's because like here in San Antonio, you have a higher chance of finding them. Like there's some grandpa that went to the show back in the day who will give it to you for $20 if you find the right guy.
Right.
So at the same time, like I am willing to pay up for stuff if it's hard to find in my size in particular. I'm a large gentleman. I know we don't got video on this, but I'm quite a large man. So it's hard to find these old shirts from '97 and even going further back than that.
In good shape.
In good shape and in good sizes. So
not graying.
Yeah. People wash them
and
a million
truthfully,
times.
I kind of like it when it has a little bit of
Little
fade
gray?
on it. It gives it
Really?
a little character. You know what I'm saying? Like
vintage.
Yeah, exactly. It has that vintage. As long as it's not like covered in holes or anything like that, like I'm perfectly fine if it has like a nice smoky fade on it.
Yeah.
Like there was a Taker AOP that I had from '96. I ended up selling it to my guy Didi. But it's literally like covered in smoke, and it's him with like the purple glove, and it's like super faded, so it looks like I call it
adds to it.
I called it the hot box Taker.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
I'm about to be hot box taker in a little bit.
know a little bit about the hot box in here. Yeah.
No, I think I saw you post that one. Now that you mention it, yeah, I can agree with you on that. Sometimes though, or as of late, I've been very anti-dryer on my shirts. I just hang dry all my shit. You into that too, or
Absolutely, yeah.
right?
No,
That's the way to go, right?
The only
assume.
reason why I really go hang dry is because of shrinkage.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I definitely like.
I didn't think about
I
that part,
prefer
yeah.
a more
Absolutely.
flowy fit
Word.
as a large gentleman. I don't like my shirts to be like super tight on me, let my gut poke out a little bit. You know what I mean? So I try to just keep it on the hanger if I can. Unless it's like a 4XL, 3XL, then I'll maybe throw.
You got some wiggle room there.
If I ever have any shrinkage, I just go right down the street to the gas station, just pick up a blue pill, takes care of it. Takes care of it.
Pop a Rhino and you're
Yeah,
good, bro.
Pop a Rhino 18 and you're all
not
good.
Gator
right
anymore.
There.
You're just Rhino.
Just right there, man beast, baby. You don't
War
want
machine.
You do not want to get
You
me
are-
blue pilled up, baby. I'm the man beast. Let's go.
Gator was. I don't know if you saw
Last week's episode.
Yeah, Gator. I put his face on Rhino's face.
I got to don.
I did peep that on the IG. Yeah, no, you
dude.
guys are real creative with the covers.
I got to
Dude,
don
thanks,
the Rhino body, and I realized that if I actually put some more work in at the gym, I'd
You
actually
could
look
probably
I'd look
get
like,
to that stature, maybe.
Yeah, I look
Anything
like
is
a pretty buff
possible.
Rhino.
That's
You know, I've come a long way right now. You know?
Who's the man?
Was that his slogan?
Who's
Yeah,
that?
he used
Yeah.
to say, "Who's the
He
man?"
used to throw them little arms up and who's the man? It's like
Yeah,
that.
I noticed on the last week's. You said little hands, but I think you meant little
His
arms, and I
little
think
arms,
I mimicked
he-
you in little hands.
Yes,
too.
he has Tyrannosaurus Rex arms, is what I'll say. You know, he puts them
Yeah.
up and they go barely above his head, bro. They're like
Rhino's
right
so
there.
cool though.
Yeah, yeah.
I only told him what's up one time. I don't know if you went to this show too, Isaias. TNA 2020, like January, they like came here randomly.
Was it at the beer factory?
Yeah, it was that
I
beer
did not go to
place.
that.
Yeah.
No, I did not. I wanted to go to that show because I remember they had RVD there or something like
Ooh,
that.
Damn.
Yes,
They-
RVD
yeah,
wrestled.
yeah,
that
I
was
think-
cool. He main evented that one.
Yeah,
actually.
I remember wanting to check that out. I had a lot going on at the time.
No, yeah, I remember going to that, and I said what's up to Rhino real quick. He was at his table, and I was like, "Hey, Rhino, what's going on?" He's like, "Hey, I did it." I was like, "All right."
You should have fucking high-fived him just to see how high his arm went up.
He's a stubby little motherfucker.
Yeah.
man.
He sure is. He's like
Shout
fucking.
out to Rhino again here.
He's like mini Taz, and Taz is tiny. I think there was actually something from that match last week that.
Oh,
We
should
ended
we?
Yeah.
You want to move on to our correction section? Is that what you're kind of thinking here?
I was alluding to it, as I recall.
We could.
We fucked up a couple times last week again, so I think we brought an old face in this week, didn't we? Didn't you go upstairs and call him?
Yeah, I think we're still waiting on him. Real quick, I want to ask one more event. I think I saw you at Isaias.
Okay.
I think. Shit. When was it? Did you go to Double or Nothing 2019?
I don't know if it was 2019. I think I went to Double or Nothing 2022.
Okay, that's the one. I think maybe I might have saw you at too then, or that I knew that you were also there because you were posting. I think it was 22. That's the one.
Which
I'm
one was it
crossing wires here.
exactly? Was it Adam Cole, Chris Jericho?
That one was Adam Page Punk.
Okay, so I was at
Yeah.
that one, and then I was also at the one, I think 23,
Oh, okay.
where they had Adam,
23.
the horrible Adam Cole, Chris Jericho match. Yeah,
I don't even remember that. That's 2023
I think so. It's kind of a blur to me now.
for the world title.
No.
No.
This was when
Adam
they did
Cole,
this.
Jericho.
This was when they did the angle where they beat up Britt Baker. Like
Oh,
they had Saraya and then beat up Britt Baker, and they handcuffed Cole to the rope,
Yeah.
and the handcuff wasn't
and he
even
was
like-
helpless.
the handcuff wasn't even on the rope. He just had to act like it was.
Oh
Like-
my god.
And then they made that
Ridiculous.
horrible Britt Baker shirt with the black eye.
Oh my god, dude. Yep. Yeah.
I just want to get this out of the way because I figured this would be a perfect story to tell on here. I did coke with Sabu the night before. This is no exaggeration. I did coke with Sabu the night before Double or Nothing when he did the shit off the table and all that. Bro, it was the craziest experience. Shout out to my guy Top Shelf Wrestling Finds. He does Wrestle Swap in Vegas whenever they do big events out there. But he's kind of like Sabu's handler, right?
Oh, what?
So he does like Instagram live auctions with Sabu. He'll sign ring merch and sell it for auction on Instagram too. So I'll tap in with Chaz on that.
Yo,
What's up, Chaz?
can I get the little fucking straw that Sabu did bumps with?
No, he went straight dollar bill, y'all.
Oh, he's so smart, man. He
Did
used
he
the
have
dollar
a-
bill.
So me and my guy
he didn't
Beard,
use a 20.
me and my guy Beard Sachi went in the back of this bar that they were doing this indie show at, but he was also doing a meet and greet there. And my guy Beard Sachi is super into blow. Like it's kind of his gimmick on Instagram. Like
Holy shit, he leans into it.
he leans into it. He does Hogan promos.
Oh
yeah,
my
like
God.
it's kind of nuts. But long story short, we ended up going backstage, and a couple of friends of mine ended up doing a couple lines with Sabu, and a friend of mine was wearing a Rob Van Dam shirt. And Sabu deadass tells him, like, you could have wore a different shirt, bro. I was like, I had no idea he had smoke with Rob Van Dam like that.
Damn.
I didn't know that either.
It was real
He was,
smoke.
he was talking real spicy off the holiday, I'll tell you that.
Damn.
Son of a
Damn.
bee.
Actually has heat with RVD. That's crazy, man. I wonder why. I thought they'd be
I know.
chums.
RVD seems so chill.
Well.
Sabu be kind of crashing out on Twitter, so he's kind of...
Does he go off on Twitter sometimes?
He
I
be
don't even
saying
keep
some
up with
weird
that.
shit, definitely.
I'm gonna
He's an
take a
interesting.
peep.
He's an interesting follow.
Yeah, he's probably still doing coke.
Oh yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
big Dame, slap the face, big Dame.
I wonder how that works out. He's got a big old mustache, doesn't he?
No offense, but he got a big ass nose, so it kind of works out in his
Yeah,
advantage.
it kind of works in his advantage. You're right.
Some good flow there.
It's like fucking throwing rocks into the Grand Canyon.
He got a lot of aerodynamics in there. So
Holy shit. What's up, Sabu? We love you still. We
Come
just saw you last week on Monsters Ball 2.
Monsters balls.
Give it a listen if you haven't out there yet.
And come through over here to the show and do some blow with us too.
Hey guys, what are you having some sort of silly little party here, huh? What?
This fucking prick is here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see you have a new guest.
Yeah, we do. What of it?
Hello, sir. I'm Christian Cage.
hey man, I'm a big fan of your work.
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
You have any shirts in mind, huh?
I do. I have a few. I have the Christian Cage NWA World Champion joint.
Nice. This guy knows. See? Gator, you got to be more like Isaias, huh?
What the fuck? Why do you let him talk, but you don't let me talk?
Because this is a respectable gentleman, all right? He didn't interrupt me during my business, okay?
I actually have a father as well.
Precisely. Killswitch gave me the intel,
Hey,
all right?
Yeah, kill switch. Hey, kill switch. Fuck you.
This guy's cool.
What are you
all
gonna
right?
do about it?
Don't listen to him.
You
Killswitch.
gotta kind of ease up on Killswitch a little bit, man. I kind of like that guy.
Hey, that's none of your business, Isaias, okay?
All right, man. My fault.
That's Trio's titles business, all right? That's Mama Wayne business.
Where is Mama Wayne right now?
That's none of your business, is it, Gator?
No,
Huh?
actually, it's a lot of my business.
I'm here to do a job. Christian's corrections are back.
Hey, Christian, I
All
know where
right.
she's at. I'll be right back.
Mother Wayne, I know you're fine. You're safe. Put our boy to work, okay?
Oh, she's going to put me to work right now.
That's very unkind, Gator. That's out of line.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Like I was saying, Christian's corrections are back. I am the father of Suplex Studies. First order of business. You two jabronis had no idea what you were talking about with Kevin Sullivan's faction in WCW. Eric, any words about that?
Yeah, I totally blanked. I had just heard the term Dungeon of Doom for the first time last month. You know, I wasn't really familiar with early WCW, so I couldn't recall it.
Yeah.
And the cannabis doesn't help.
And I should have recalled it because it was my childhood.
That was in your shit.
Yeah,
That's
it
why I was like throwing it to you. I was like, I had no
said
idea.
you said a word, and then for some reason my mind became fixated on said word, and I
Yeah,
was just
I
thrown
threw
off
it all
completely
off.
too, so I couldn't
Yeah,
get it either. So
you fucking idiots. Ruined another easy item of business. Isaias, are you familiar with the Dungeon of Doom? Huh?
Absolutely. I had a period of time where I was watching Nitro episodes from like 95 to 98
yeah.
every Monday night on when WWE Network first came out.
Yeah.
So I was definitely familiar with the horrible angles they were doing,
Yeah.
especially when they like shaved that guy's mustache, or not that guy, Hulk Hogan's mustache.
yeah, they shaved his mustache clean off.
Holy shit, I forgot about that. I think I've seen photos of that.
Yeah. I think is it Sully that does it?
I think so. Shout out Kevin Sullivan, rest in
Yeah,
peace.
I know.
We shouted him out.
They had him shave fucking Hulk Hogan's mustache. They had a monster truck battle where Big Show fell off the roof.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Dungeon of Doom, they did a lot of quirky shit. The Yeti. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the Yeti.
Yeah, the Yeti.
Well, hold
What?
up. A Yeti comes out with the Dungeon of Doom?
I don't remember what exactly main event this was. This was when Giant won the world title from Hogan at Halloween Havoc. I forgot the year.
Ah.
But at the end, a big, tall mummy comes out. Literally, a giant fucking mummy comes out, and Tony Schiavone has to go, "It's the Yeti! It's the Yeti!"
So it's a mummy, and he's saying a Yeti.
And it's the Yeti. And literally, Hogan is in the middle of the Yeti and the giant, and it's like a double bear hug. And they have to like they're like shaking trying to sell it. It's the craziest end to a pay-per-view main event I've ever seen.
Oh my god, we gotta see that.
Yeah,
we gotta have like a side suplex section of like funny shit. You know, maybe we can make something like that for that show.
Yeah, we could
Dude,
There's a lot of material you can work with.
Seriously.
I mean, Victory Road, 11.
Jeff,
Yeah,
Stinger.
there's a lot of
We seen that.
satire you can sit
Oh,
through.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll watch it again. I don't
Should
mind.
I make a Victory Road Jeff Hardy custom? No.
It's better left unsaid.
I won't touch that.
I think Jeff wants everyone to let that go too.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you, Jeff.
Yeah, we love you.
Big time. Big love to Jeff Hardy.
Yes.
The
That's
love
my
is
goat.
real.
It's my goat, man.
Any more corrections from this prick?
Yeah, guys, enough with the fucking Jeff Hardy love. Eric, contain yourself. You silly little piece of shit. All right, next order of business here. Gator kept saying the Sultan last week in reference to the Sheik, who actually trained Sabu. Any words here, Gator?
I got my S's mixed up.
Oh, was that it? Or are you just fucking stupid?
Your mom's stupid.
Hey, you're going to cross a boundary here that you're not going to come back from, all right?
I always fess up.
Tread lightly.
I always fess up to my mistakes. It was my mistake. A slip of the tongue, just like Mother Wayne is about to see tonight. Ayo.
This is not.
Wow. Isaias, can you believe this guy?
This is not how you speak to a trios champion.
This guy doesn't like me, and I don't like him.
I'm going to be the future world champion of AEW. Okay.
You're going to be the future sloppy seconds champion. That's what you're going to be.
Oh, whoa. Wow. This guy here, Gator. You think you're very funny, huh? I'm not laughing.
The bits.
Eric, shut the fuck up. Isaias, I'm conducting my business still, but go ahead, please. Finish your thought.
I was just saying it took you long enough before the break, but no, I'm digging the vibe here.
Oh God! But yeah, that was my fuck up. It is
My
what it
next
is.
order of business.
Fuck you.
Fucking dumbass. I'm not done here. You said, Gator, that the CEO chants were dead. You were wrong. Dynamite opened with Mercedes Monet, and there were indeed CEO chants in Norfolk, Virginia. Is it Norfolk or Norfolk? I don't know,
Is it Norfolk?
I believe it's Norfolk.
Norfolk?
because I hear Norfolk and I'm not sure.
That sounds like something in Ireland,
Don't they pronounce it up there Norfolk, and we pronounce it Norfolk?
more than likely.
Probably.
Fucking beats me, dude.
Yeah.
But what do you think? There were indeed CEO chants
But
back.
Yeah, that's because they were
Different
up,
region.
They were
huh?
they were up
Maybe?
northern. They were up northern. Different region, like I said earlier. She gets her CEO chants in certain parts of the U.S. and in certain parts she doesn't. So there's going to be some spots where it's no CEO chants, I should say, or there's going to be some spots where there are. And she got lucky this time.
Isaias, where are you at on Mercedes Monet right now?
I think it's been an interesting fit, kind of trying to wedge her into the women's division. I think the way they played it was a little odd, waiting all that time. I understand having her debut in Boston for big business was
That's right.
a good decision, but if she wasn't ready to compete around that time, you probably should have held off on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she didn't end up wrestling for, what, a month at that point after that?
Her first match was literally on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's right. She's getting that limited schedule now, maybe. I don't know. She had a good little banger with Sheeta, though. on
I
Dynamite.
do enjoy the dynamic with Camille, kind of like
Hell yeah,
the Diesel Sean dynamic a little bit.
That's exactly what they got going right.
Yep.
But at the same time, it's kind of it's a bit of a weird fit because she's still a little WWE pilled. So when they try to do that presentation in AEW, it comes off a certain way.
Yeah.
I think she also got to get a new finish.
Yes, dude. Absolutely. It doesn't work for everyone.
Does not.
And it just looks like shit,
It-
quite
yeah.
frankly.
Some of
Sorry,
the-
Sasha, Monet.
Some of the best finishers of all time is something that you can hit on anybody.
Exactly. That's what I've
Right.
been saying this
Very
whole time.
important.
That's what we've been saying this
Yeah.
whole time. You got to be able to hit your finish on everybody. And you can't hit that on Nyla Rose consistently.
You're not
going
going
to
to get that on Camille.
Yeah, you're not going to get. Oh, hell no.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with just going with the statement maker is what they're calling
Is
it
that what they're
now?
calling
the
it?
bank
The
statement.
money maker?
It was the
Well, no.
bank statement.
What I'm saying is the bank statement
Yeah.
Oh, the
submission.
submission. Right,
They're
right.
calling it the statement maker now.
There you go. Yeah, something like
I
that,
feel
yeah.
like if you just stick with that, there should be no
Because that works
issue.
on everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need a.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, completely.
I know AEW is like a
Completely.
super work rate company, and you got to have like 20 finishers and stuff like that. But
True, but I mean, even. Well, when Mercedes showed up in New Japan last year, who fucked it up again? She like hit it on was it
Kairi.
Kairi Sane, right?
yeah.
And they totally botched that finish, like on her like debut night in New
Dude,
Japan.
that was hilarious. I
Literally
couldn't
her-
believe it.
Oh,
It's literally her
shit,
first
dude,
appearance
like-
from WWE, and
Yeah.
And she botched her finish.
Oh, that was
like-
Wrestle Kingdom last year, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Fuck
definitely
yeah.
needs to come up with a new finisher. Submission, you know, my take on it is always just throw in a fucking Texas Cloverleaf. Can't go wrong with a good old Texas Cloverleaf.
Yeah.
Believable, hurts, and you can hit it on anybody.
I do feel like there's still a lot of potential for Mercedes to
Same.
really thrive, especially given the roster that they have. The women's division is really cranked up.
It's fucking stacked in AEW for sure.
Yeah, we're getting some Sheeta back now, too.
I
Whole Sheeter.
love Sheeta.
Dude, I miss her old music, but her new music is growing on me, I guess, now. But
Yeah, she's just someone I've always stuck with since the beginning of AEW. And
Yeah.
that she was someone I wasn't really familiar with until AEW.
I'd never heard of her until AEW.
But
Yeah.
she's super talented.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had never
She-
known about her. Nope.
3-time world champion already now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she had that
Believe so.
cool little samurai look
She's
when
one
she
of the
first
goats.
came
She's
out.
like on the Mount Rushmore of that women's division for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, she really is. Yeah.
I heard Julia Hart's coming back.
Oh, yeah? Is that what you heard, Eric? Where'd you hear that from?
I read it on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. You read that dirt sheet bullshit? Yeah, you fucking would. Look at you. Reading internet. Crap. It's flooding your brain. Get it together.
His source was trust me, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't know if y'all saw any of that, but I did see that online through
No,
the dirt
no.
sheets.
Did not
Fucking
see
Dirt
that.
Sheet Jones here. All right. My last order of business, because I don't have time. You fucking idiots are ruining my day, quite frankly. One little thing you guys left out on the Monsters Ball 2 match last week. Rhino wins the world title at this show. Eric was all confused, couldn't get his shit together on the computer. Can't research shit. Fucking amateur. But yeah, I thought y'all should know. Rhino won the world title after that Monsters Ball match. Pretty fucking cool. All right, bye, assholes. I'm out of here. Kill switch. On me.
Hey, Christian.
What?
Last week's match was Monsters Balls, right?
Monsters Ball?
Yeah, no, I got Monsters Balls for Mother Wayne coming right up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what are you going to do about it? Nothing. She likes me better than you. I'm her daddy now.
I'm going to do something about it, Gator.
Yeah? What are you going to do?
I'm leaving now.
Yeah, that's what you should
And
do.
my plot.
Hey, have a
The
piece,
thing I do best.
have a
All
piece
right.
of blue nana bread.
Macho, what are you cooking up today, huh?
She's got some blue nana bread over there.
Oh, shit, Christian Cage, my main man. I got a little thing cooked up in the oven, yeah. Smelling real fine. Yeah, it's my mother's specialty. It's a chocolate cake with a special ingredient. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of that, Macho. Okay. Give me a couple to go, all right? 2 more for Mother Wayne and my best son of all time, Nick Wayne. Don't give any to Kill Switch, all right? He's had too much bullshit in the last few days. He doesn't deserve it. All right. Bye, Gator.
You shouldn't give Nick any more
Isaias.
sugar.
Do you hear that? I'm still talking, Gator.
Hey, man, it's an open carry state. I suggest you get the fuck up out of here.
Oh, is that right? Is that a threat?
Hey, we got that kill switch on me right now.
Oh, can you believe that? Kill Switch. He's threatening us. All right.
I got that 555.
All right, guys, I'm out of here. Macho, thank you for the cake. Bye. Yeah, no problem. See you later. CC, yeah.
Hey, Mach, tell Christian I said, fuck you.
He's not going to like that.
It doesn't matter what he likes. Mother Wayne likes everything I got for her.
I got to get back to the kitchen, all right?
Don't forget your apron, Mach.
All right, those were our corrections for this week. And up next, we are going to be reviewing our classic match of the week. Here at Suplex Studies, every week we grab a match from the annals of wrestling history, bring it forward here. It only has to be 1 year old. We dissect it, review it. We may have seen it before, we may have not. This week is coming from New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 27 from August 13th, 2017. It is Naito Tetsuya versus Kenny Omega in the G1 final of this year. And Isaias here brought this one for us. So, yeah, that is kind of the what we do here on Suplex Studies. If you have a match out there you want to recommend, go ahead and send it to us on Instagram, Facebook. You can now add comments on Spotify, I found out.
Really?
Yeah, so go ahead and do that.
That is a thing.
Get a little
Leave us
comment
some
section there.
comments. Yeah, leave us some comments, good or bad.
Without further ado, Isaias, why did you pick this match for us here this week?
Yes.
So I'm a big fan of your page on Instagram.
Appreciate that,
all
man.
the figures and stuff. And
Oh, yes, Kreutzrath Customs. You can find me there.
tap in. I know as well you're a big Omega fan, as am I, and I figured
Huge.
there's no better way to come together for the first time than discuss an all-time classic,
Dude.
especially with G1 season just wrapping up. I know this is like the anniversary of this match,
yeah, just
couple-
7 years now.
Yeah, exactly. So
Just over a week old, or a week after
I
that.
remember watching this match live at 3 a.m. in my little back house. You know what I
Man.
mean? On a laptop, just losing my fucking mind. And I figured, man, I gotta tap in with these guys and just bring back some core memories here.
Hell
Dude,
yeah, hell
what a
yeah.
core memory to bring in. And I thank you for picking this because it was already on my list beforehand. So when you sent me that message, I was like, oh, dude, fucking Suplex Studies fate, dude. It was meant to be, and I really wanted Gator to check this one out
Yeah, yeah.
because, he hasn't seen much of New Japan just quite yet.
Not at all.
But that's okay because we have all the time in the world, and I know we're going to be floating around this era of New Japan quite a bit more in the future. So
I gotta
Yeah.
ask real quick, Gator. So, have you really just been observing the matches for this show as far as your New Japan intake?
as far for New Japan,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
I have
yeah,
never,
he missed all of this shit
I've missed
basically.
everything.
No,
in
that's
New Japan.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's
So
really
everything
awesome.
that I'm seeing right now is for the first time. And
Wow.
what I can say right now about New Japan is that everything that I've seen thus far has been above and beyond,
Yeah.
impressive.
This was
So
the peak.
good. Yeah, this
yeah,
was
like, this shit is fucking awesome. And The only reason I don't watch it is because I don't have a subscription. I don't have a laptop, anything like that. I've got my PlayStation, my Xbox.
Well,
That's
New
it.
Japan nowadays is a little,
A little bit nah.
Well,
a little bit, nah.
I've liked what I've seen lately.
The newer generation has came up, but the last
Yeah.
few years of New Japan have definitely been a rough go.
If I did,
They had a rough patch.
If I did start watching, I would probably want to start in the golden age and just work my way up until the
For
time
sure.
that you're
I'd
talking
say
about.
like around 2014-ish.
Probably
Probably
then,
start
yeah.
from there until like 2019.
Yeah,
So
I
for
missed.
about a good 5-year span right there. Check it out.
Yeah, I
For
missed
sure.
all of that. 2014 to like the end of 16. I got into it about halfway through 2016. I found out about Kenny and the Bucks, as I've mentioned here before in Suplex Studies. But dude, this shot me back into wrestling. This and Broken Hardys, all of this time period. I wasn't watching live at 3 a.m. quite yet. The following summer, I was getting like that with the G1. And you know what? No, fuck that. In 2017, I did. That was my first G1 I watched. But dude, God, this. I like how you said core memory type stuff. Do y'all feel ever like watching a match that you've checked out in the past? Does it bring your mindset back to that time that you were like living, like that period of your life?
I always go back to one match in particular, and it's like it might be a little weird because it's a little more modern, but dude, Sami Zayn Nakamura at NXT TakeOver Dallas.
Oh shit! Did
Just
you go to that or something?
No, I really wish I would have, because I considered going to that Mania in Dallas. I thank God that I didn't, because it was goddamn awful.
Which one was that? 30
Triple H Roman main event at in Dallas.
Yeah, I don't even.
This was the height of like fuck Roman Reigns type beat.
Is that Matt Cardona winning IC title?
IC title.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
See,
yeah.
I've never seen that Mania.
It's one of the worst Manias.
Is that 2016?
2016. Yeah.
Oh no, I did watch that. I straight up don't remember.
Dude,
it.
Ryback,
I watched
Kalisto, U.S. title match on that show.
Ryback,
What the
Kalisto.
fuck?
What the fuck?
Dudley Boys Usos was pre-show.
Oh Jesus!
Wow.
Dudley Boys
Wow.
Usos tables match was on a pre-show. Super
What
crazy.
the fuck?
Wow, they put a tables match on a pre-show.
It was insane. There's barely anybody in the seats.
Wow.
But yeah, I would say that match for sure, just because like I definitely remember where I was whenever they announced that AJ was signing and Nakamura, the Good Brothers. You know, that like WWE posted about it on their website. It was super weird. Being a wrestling fan at that time, AJ announcing that he was going to be in the Royal Rumble at like a Rev Pro show.
Wait, he announced that? It wasn't a surprise?
So like there was a lot of rumors and stuff around that time. Like again, there,
Yeah,
like
I thought it
AJ was leaving New Japan. He kind of informed the people at New Japan at Wrestle Kingdom that year, and same as Nakamura and same as the Good Brothers. They all left at once. So WWE kind of
Damn.
came in and swept.
That was a full sweep right there.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
and
talent.
Nakamura was still IC champ at the time. And so he was supposed to wrestle Omega for the IC title after Wrestle Kingdom.
Whoa.
And he ended up having to vacate the title, and Omega ended up winning it from Michael Elgin in
yeah,
like a
that's
ladder
right.
match or something. Yeah.
What in the fuck?
Man, Michael Elgin, that didn't turn out well, did it?
Yeah, it's better left unsaid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're just gonna bury him like the Undertaker.
But I like me just rambling off all that stuff. You could say like just me mentioning that match in general puts me back in that headspace of like
Yes. The
early
same
2016.
era, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I always like- oh,
I
go
think
ahead.
I think the only match that I can really think of that puts me back into that state where I'm like a child again, or I know where I was, is I'm not sure. It might have been a WrestleMania, but it was Ric Flair, Macho Man for the world title.
I believe WrestleMania 8 or
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it might have been WrestleMania 8 then. It was
Yeah.
it was when Ric Flair was basically like fucking with Elizabeth, trying to get into Mach's
Right,
head,
right.
say that, you know, Liz is.
She was mine before she was yours.
And I remember this because at the time I had the magazine, the WWF magazine, and on the front cover it had Ric Flair and Elizabeth on it, as if, you know, she was hanging out with him in a bikini on the beach and stuff. And it was just a big old thing. You'd open it up, you'd see pictures of Flair and Elizabeth. But it was basically just the first Photoshop of its time. Ric Flair had put
That
himself
was
over
literally
Mach.
the first storyline I remember. Where it's like, yo, I fucked your bitch.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he was basically claiming that he was banging Elizabeth. And at the end of it, you know, Mach gets the win. He was wearing that all-white outfit. He gets the win, and Elizabeth comes in there. They embrace. I believe, is that when he holds her up?
I think so. Yeah, that was like
Yeah.
the first time they really
Yeah.
interacted since like their initial split. Whenever he
split.
became Macho
Wow.
King.
Yeah, so he holds her up on his shoulder, hoists her up.
I'm
and-
bugging. Before I get corrected by Christian, they did that at WrestleMania 7. Whenever Sherry.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my
7.
fault.
All right.
No, see, I've missed all of those early Manias. I fucking have no idea. You know,
Yeah, Eric doesn't go back that far. That's
not quite yet,
dude. That's like in the fucking 90s. Like,
I do want to see some of that macho stuff.
yeah, dude. I'm trying. I'll get some on there for you
Yeah.
eventually.
WrestleMania 3 is definitely a good starting point.
I seen that one.
Okay,
Steamboat
yeah,
Macho. I seen that
absolutely.
one. Very good. Very good. I just want more Macho. You know.
Yeah, dude.
After that, beyond that, you know?
Mach is where it's at, dude. I've been watching, and I just found out Mach has a fucking rap album.
Oh, yeah.
You
you're
just found that
damn
out?
Right, I do.
They just released I think Cardona and them just released a figure of him like
Yes.
in that
gear.
outfit
In
from
that
the album
outfit from the
cover.
album,
Yeah,
oh
It's a
my
1 of
God.
500 Bendy.
Oh my
Shout out
God.
to Major Bendies.
Dude, that is fucking hilarious. Yeah, I didn't even know. Eric introduced this to me, yesterday, day before yesterday?
Be a man.
Yeah.
So I take it you haven't seen the video of 50 Cent like chopping it up with Macho while this album was out.
That's a big negative.
No,
I have
I
not
haven't
seen
seen
that.
It's such a crazy clip. Like 50 Cent is like geeking out because it's Macho Man. Like he's such a big fan.
And this
Holy
thing came out in
shit.
like 2003?
Three.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, mid
03,
2000s.
Like, dude,
Hulk
how-
Hogan diss track.
I'm like, oh my God, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
I only got 2 songs.
Yeah,
in.
no, you haven't got to it yet.
I feel like the whole album is a Hulk Hogan diss track. Like
probably.
Oh
dude.
my God, I gotta hit my
I haven't heard all of
headphones in. I've been supervising all week. I haven't been able to listen to anything.
literally the album title is Be a Man, and there's a song where it goes Be a Man, Hogan.
Oh my God.
You coward, Hogan. Be a man.
Serious bars.
Dude, his
Bars on bars.
His lyric. What I was listening to, I looked at Eric and I was like, dude, this is awful.
Those are macho bars to you.
Do those have cannabis infused butter too?
Yeah, of course, Gator.
Give him a Christian.
Call me Can of Man.
Go give some to Christian.
He already got his allotment for the day, all right?
Get him fucked up.
Sour
dude.
boy, get back to work over there. I see you slacking off.
I need him to pass out so that I can send Elmo on him.
Fuck Elmo.
What?
Hey man, I've never heard a person speak ill of Elmo.
Are you talking about
Watch
me
your
over
You
there?
don't know
fucking
what you're
mouth.
talking about, Isaias. This guy, he's a creepy, scary motherfucker. And he's a crony of Gators.
Hey, Eric,
He's doing all his bidding.
you talking your shit about me over here?
No, me, the Macho Man is.
Oh, it's Macho Man?
Yeah,
Hey,
right here,
hey,
in the flesh.
what do you got over there?
Nothing.
Are those bars?
Get away from my bars.
What kind of bars are those?
You don't got to touch them. You don't need to look at them.
Your bars fucking suck anyway.
Wow, that's not fucking cool, Elmo. Get out of here. Nobody wants to see you in here.
Yeah, if you weren't a spirit, I'd piss down your throat.
What?
You fucking heard me.
Okay,
What?
now you're bugging. I feel like you're kind of bugging a little bit, Elmo.
Big time bugging, Isaias. You know what you're talking about. This shit is wiggity wet.
Hey,
Fucking
Mach.
wiggity wiggity whack.
Who the fuck is that?
This is Isaias, our
Elmo,
guest,
I was
Elmo.
a big fan of yours. I used to sing their shit. La 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 la. I don't know about you anymore, man. You know they say they never meet your heroes.
I kind of like this guy though.
This guy entered through the scary forbidden door from a fucking Instagram video. What is this guy's name? Matt Creason. And now he's just invading our whole shit here.
And I'm gonna get you while you're sleeping, Macho. Unless you give me one of those bars. Give me a bar.
Like a Xanax.
All right, take on. Get out of here.
Thank you.
Poppin' Zannies with Elmo.
Popping Xannies with Elmo. That's a new fucking seg.
God damn. So before we got on a million tangents there, we are talking about Naito versus Omega. They are at the Ryogoku Sumo Hall in Tokyo, Japan, and just over 10,000 people are in attendance here. This fucking match rules. I had only seen it once when it happened. And I think again, maybe a year after this, I'm thinking, I was so happy to revisit this motherfucker.
Yeah, we definitely did revisit this motherfucker. Indeed.
But yeah, dude. Any like general first thoughts on this match, guys? What is your favorite spot? What is your head go to here, guys? I'll kick it to
I
Isaias.
feel like my head immediately goes to just the entrances.
Oh,
Just the unlimited, I hate to use this word, but aura.
yeah. You think Aura is hijacked now? Everyone's overusing it.
If you're on,
Aura
if you're on,
1000.
if you're on Twitter, TikTok, whatever
Yeah.
the case may be, it's definitely a word that's gotten overused.
Aura? Really?
in the wrestling space, at
Okay.
least.
At Suplex Studies
Like
on Twitter.
some people just feel like, oh yeah, this so and so has no aura.
Aura.
You know, that's like a criticism of wrestlers nowadays. If
I
they,
see.
if they have no charisma,
Like it's-
basically.
Yeah, I was going to say, is
lacking-
Aura charisma? Is that
basically,
what it
essentially,
sounds
lack
like?
of charisma,
Okay.
indeed.
But
Or-
just the sheer presence of both of these guys, Omega coming out with the U.S. title, cornered by the Bucks. You see all the fans in the crowd. Naito at the peak of his superstardom. He was still on the ascent at this point. It's crazy to think that they didn't pull the trigger sooner.
He was champion prior to this, though, right? Because they were mentioning that he wins the G1 in 2014.
He does win the title, but it was a short reign.
Short reign. Okay. See, I'm not familiar with the history on that. I remember he was the champ, but this was his long rise back up.
It was a very forgettable run. I feel like his IC title run is more remembered than his first.
Very
world title
true.
run.
Very true than
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Wow. It was a Rhino run.
Yeah. Naito is pretty synonymous with that white strap IC title. Fucking rest in peace. And rest in peace to this United States Championship. God damn, dude, New Japan had the title game on lock, and they fucking, I was about to say threw it all down the drain. Not all of their titles are trash right now. I really do like their new world title, not as much as the version 4 that was present at this time, world title. But, yeah, U.S. title, one of the coolest belts ever
Man,
that we see
I
on
was,
Kenny here. What do y'all think?
I think so. Absolutely.
I was there for the tournament where they crowned
Dude.
the first ever champion.
What?
You were there for some history.
Yeah, exactly. I saw the whole tournament play out. Omega Ishii in the final.
I need to watch that, dude.
Insane. I'd be happy to come back and join you for
Man,
that.
you know what? Damn, it's Suplex Studies worthy. It sounds like
Exactly. Yeah.
You
No,
know
man.
what?
I remember. I haven't watched it back since I was, in the building for that.
We
So
might have to run that at some point, dude.
absolutely.
I'm very down.
Would be
Actually,
Just
happy
gave us
to do
another
it.
match too,
But,
a tag team match.
Yeah, absolutely. So, just being in the building for that moment, seeing Omega win the title, especially when he was like on the peak, people wanted him to be the top guy in New Japan at the time.
oh, without a doubt, dude.
Really, they wanted Omega.
As far as
yeah,
the
top
US
gaijin.
the US audience,
Okay,
they
okay, I
were
see what
they
you're
were
saying.
super Omega. I feel like the Japanese crowd was definitely more in the Naito.
Yeah, they were chanting his
side.
name the entire.
Yeah, they're
match.
far more on Naito's side during this G1
Yeah,
final
But
here.
whole
Omega
time.
and the Elite were super crucial in their expansion into the US. The hot topic deal and all that stuff. Like,
Oh,
Dude, I
remember
wouldn't have even known about New Japan. I don't think without those guys. So
Seriously.
yeah, there's something to that.
I mean, truth be told, like I was always familiar with New Japan Pro Wrestling, but it was always in the era of the mid 2000s where it was like MMA guys working.
Brock Lesnar going
Brock
over.
Lesnar, Bob Sapp.
Perk
Oh
Angle.
my God, Bob Sapp was there.
Yeah, Bob Sapp was IWGP World Champion.
What? When the? What?
This
the
is no bullshit.
Baby Crab Bob Sapp.
Bob Sapp was IWGP World.
I actually have
Heavyweight
no
champion.
idea who that is.
You don't know Bob
Oh,
Sapp?
Bob
I'm
Sapp
seeing a
was
picture of him now.
I believe he's
Like
an
an
MMA fighter.
You
yeah.
gotta be fucking
And
kidding me.
but the thing about him is he's fucking huge.
He does look.
But he loses more than he
huge.
wins. And when he goes down, he's been known to cry a few times.
So
So-
basically, like that's really all I knew about New Japan until about when the Omega Okada Wrestle Kingdom match happened.
Damn. So that's what got you on the New Japan train, huh?
That's what put me on the New Japan map. Because
Ah.
the commotion around because I was into Ring of Honor, I was into like that kind of stuff, but I
NXT
wasn't
at the time, right?
NXT absolutely. Like I definitely tapped into NXT as soon as it was on the network. But at the time, I wasn't too familiar with New Japan. I had to watch a couple of YouTube accounts to really they really broke down the whole structure of New Japan and how everyone was in groups.
Right. Yeah. Faction warfare is the shit.
Yeah,
New
just
Japan.
how they booked in general. It was very different. A lot of 6-mans on the cards and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Same with Lucha in that way. But like, I had to really do a lot of studying just to really grasp what Japanese wrestling was at the time because I was so used to WWE, TNA. I was because I was super
Just
big
American
on
wrestling. right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
American.
That's
So-
all we knew.
American
way.
wrestling.
So
You
just
know?
getting a crash course on that, and then having that Wrestle Kingdom 11 being the launch pad that we had AJ and Nakamura on that show, as well as the Omega Okada match. Like it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No. I think
Completely
to
agree.
play off the entrances, like Isaias was saying, I thought the entrance area was very small, very narrow, which made
Yeah.
it pretty cool.
And they had diagonal entrances or mirrored entrances rather through the corners of each side of Ryogoku
Yeah.
Sumo Hall there. Looked
Yeah.
fucking cool.
It looked really cool. And the Bucks were wearing one of our favorite T-shirts, which neither one of us seem to be able to find right now.
Yeah, man, the Hot Topic long sleeve, man.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta find your
Ah,
shit,
dude.
man.
That was really good. I think honestly might have sold it.
Oh, you sold
I
it?
definitely
Probably.
regret it, but I like I was telling you guys before we got on the pod, I had that OG Elite shirt that they first dropped whenever they formed on Young Bucks merch, so
You
I had to keep that one.
You know, my dad might actually have that shirt in a double XL. He might actually have that. I'll let you know if he does or not.
Please let me know.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, because I actually bought it for him also. He saw me wearing it, and he was like, "Oh, it's a cool shirt. Get me one."
You're talking about the long sleeve, right?
Yeah, the long sleeve
Oh,
one.
man, yeah.
The long sleeve.
That one, and then there's a Ring of Honor Bucks shirt where they're like, it has like mug shots. It's like it says guilty as charged. They have a Kevin Steen one the same way.
I have that. I have the guilty as charged one.
Yeah, which one? The Bucks or the
Bucks?
Okay. See, I had one at like a 3XL, but it's just way too big, man. But it's super hard to find that old vintage indie stuff. That's kind of in the bag that I just bought that Kenny Omega that I posted on my page.
Dude, that Kenny is the shit.
What's Kenny?
So I have a 2000. I was
so jelly,
honestly,
dude.
I thought about wearing it today, but I wore it on Friday, so I didn't want to outfit repeat.
Yeah, that's cool.
right.
That's cool.
But 2009 Kenny Omega Ring of Honor tee. It has like a illustration of him doing like a Kamehameha, like a Hadoken.
Right.
And it has like an Omega signed around him, and then it says Kenny Omega in like 8-bit.
It's beautiful.
On the back, it has like a vintage Ring of Honor hit, and then it says Hadouken in 8-bit.
Hadouken.
So sick, dude.
Fucking sick.
Shout out to my guy, Great American Stash, a guy that's always plugged me in on vintage stuff.
He hooked you up on that one?
Yeah, he's a guy that is super tapped in with all the collectors on Instagram. He met Ric Flair, got one of his old shirts from like the fucking 80s signed by him, like an old Four Horsemen tee from like the peak of his career. But this guy collects everything and anything. He sent me a AJ Styles Ring of Honor tee whenever he first came back from TNA. Like he just knew what I liked, and he was like, "Hey, I'm thinking about moving this. Like, I would like you to have it because I know you would appreciate it."
Oh man, that's always cool when you have some people looking out for you on the
'Cause-
shit you're looking for.
Exactly, because a
That's
lot
fucking
of
cool.
people in the collecting game, they just collect what they think is expensive, and they collect what they think they will get the most money out of. Me, I want to collect just what I grew up loving.
Right. Grabbing the pieces that might have missed all those years before. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I try and gravitate in the toy biz. Yeah, what can I resell for a lot later and get
Yeah,
down
I
on
know,
the cheap?
right? Mattel's put a clampering down on that with the re-releases and shit. So no,
Yeah.
it's totally fine. Like I'm all for it because I missed a lot of old Mattel figs that
Yeah.
I'm getting in on now.
On top of that, they're going with the limited fucking supply now too, man. They're not pumping out as many figures. It's not easy to find anymore. So
That's true. That's true.
yep. So another cool thing that I noticed about this, there's a trophy involved. What's up with that?
Dude, yeah.
What's
The
up with the
G1 trophy, man. It's honestly a really
It's a sick
cool
design.
trophy. It's got a guy in the middle of it with a big flame, says G1. They also give you a flag when you win the tournament. I remember one time Tanahashi won the tournament and the fucking flag broke.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the flag broke and he looked so sad that like he was like so ashamed. He had like hung his head that the flag broke in the middle of his
I need to
celebration.
check that out. On the contrary, Naito at the end of this match doesn't give a fuck about the flag. He doesn't even pick it up as he would
As
do,
he
right?
should.
Yeah, as he should.
I'm not very familiar with Naito, but didn't you say he like drags the belt or something
he
like
drags
that?
his titles.
So kind of here's the story with Naito. So Naito early on in his career kind of had a Roman Reigns push. So he was kind of like
as the
on the up and coming as the Stardust Genius before LIJ was a thing, and he ended up winning G1. And I forgot
right,
who was,
2014.
I forgot who was. I think it was Okada was world champion at the time, and
Damn.
they had fans vote who was the Tokyo Dome main event, and it was I don't remember if it was Nakamura and someone else, and I think it was Naito and Okada. I want to say it was like Nakamura. I really forgot. I'm so sorry. Christian is gonna get on my
cool.
ass
He's
about
gonna get
this.
you. He's
He
gonna
might not
get
even
you.
be on corrections next week, so we'll see.
Christian is gonna kill me for this. But anyways, basically they voted Naito out of the Tokyo Dome main event, even though he won the G1.
What?
The fans didn't fuck with him that much, and that kind of was the start of his whole descent into the LIJ stuff. Like he said, like fuck everybody, fuck everything.
Wow.
That's why he treated the belt the way he did. That's why he treats the trophy the way he did, because he already did this. He already conquered it. So, like, who gives a fuck? Like, I was supposed to be here from the very beginning, you know? Like, that's the character work from Naito until, like, you know, whenever he wins the title years from now is so good. So good.
Man, and now he's currently the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Man.
Will he lose it to ZSJ in October?
It's going to be very interesting.
What do you think?
I really didn't like that they did that, though.
What's
That Zack Sabre Jr. won the G1?
Not that he won the G1, but that he foregoed the Tokyo Dome spot.
Oh, I'm I'm actually not opposed to this.
So I get that they're trying to do the thing for Royal Quest
Yeah.
in the UK, and I completely understand that. I just really feel like Zack Sabre Jr. does deserve to have that Tokyo Dome moment.
Well, what if
He's put in the work? He's been with New Japan for a long, long time. He had an opportunity to go to WWE in 2016 as part of the Cruiserweight Classic, and he said no. He's going to stay, and he gutted it out, and he's really built a name for himself.
all the more reason for him to win this fucker? Go and defend the title at the Tokyo Dome, right? Like,
my thing is
I think I could see that happening.
It's a hard landscape right now in New Japan. Like, you have so many guys on the come up.
Right? Yeah, we got
you have Yota
Tsuji,
Tsuji, you have Yui Uemura, you have Shota, you have, I guess, Ren Narita is the guy they're trying to book.
David
I'm not
Finlay is in the mix there.
Yeah, David Finlay.
Oh,
as
Narita,
well.
yeah.
Not really a fan of Narita, but
Me
they
either,
are
yeah.
trying to push him in that mix.
Yeah.
What? How many
Give him a shot.
how many non-Japanese wrestlers are they giving a push right now over there?
It's mainly David Finlay.
Yeah, it's Finlay,
David Finlay.
Zack Sabre Jr.,
Kalman Newman,
and
or
this is
whatever.
Jeff Cobb.
Jeff Cobb.
And I guess this is kind of because Jay White and Will Ospreay and guys like that.
AEW
have left.
swept a lot of these guys
Yeah.
up,
So-
especially when they first started.
So my question would be, do you think maybe they give ZSJ that push to try and make him, one of those top guys
I
who's
think
not pure Japanese?
They
shall we say?
definitely should take advantage of this while they have it, even
Yeah.
if he doesn't have a long run with it.
Right.
To establish him as a top guy as one of their factions, it only helps the other guys that are trying to get to that level.
Right.
You know what I mean? It helps a guy like Yui Uemura who's still like kind of on the cusp of it. It helps a guy like Shota when the guy who's already established as a main eventer works with the other guys who are trying to come up. Especially like Yota Tsuji. Like Yota Tsuji had a great showing in that G1.
Is that the Roman Reigns guy?
Yeah, he looks like the
he's got
Japanese
them,
Roman
he's got
Reigns.
them big old teeth, man.
Yeah.
Get them big old
He's
teeth,
money, man. He's fucking cool.
He has
Honestly,
a lot of potential.
I thought
Big
he was gonna.
time.
I thought he would win. I really did. I didn't think
I
ZSJ
truthfully
was gonna
did
get
too.
it.
I think they did too. I think even just having him in that final was a big look for his
Huge.
Yeah.
He went over the Japanese Roman Reigns, and now he's coming straight for the Naito.
Well, we'll see, man. I think ZSJ is going to win. But yeah, back to our match here. We have Kevin Kelly, Don Callis, and Rocky Romero on commentary. Any thoughts on this crew?
Oh man, like I said, this is core memory type stuff right here.
Yeah.
Having Don Callis play the Bobby Heenan to Kenny Omega's Ric Flair is
That's fucking perfect.
It
outstanding.
really is, yeah.
Kevin Kelly was a great straight man for a lot of these matches. He had a lot of passion. I feel like he tried to incorporate a lot of the Japanese, like you know what I mean? Like he tried to really pop big for the big spots and really just make it a big moment every single time. And Rocky Romero was also really good in the 3-man role. So
He needed a little help at times.
yeah, this was kind of in the earlier stages of his commentary stuff.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
He's done a great job at that, though. It's cool to see that he's really the bridge between AEW and New Japan right now. Very cool role for that guy, and it's great to see him get his shine all these years later, and even back then, too, though. But yeah, great talent, Rocky Romero is. But yeah, I love Don Callis on commentary. I'm very, in love with this time period in New Japan. And this was kind of the time period where I thought that like the Attitude Era 2.0 really began and is still happening to this day. It's this new fucking awesome golden age of wrestling that people are, I say people, I'm talking about like toxic, stupid wrestling fans that don't understand how great we have it right now with so many cool, great options in New Japan, WWE, Ring of Honor, TNA, AEW, all the rest,
I
This
feel
is
like
fucking awesome right
yeah,
now.
I feel like people just don't really see things for what they are, and they try to just compare things to other things that they watch.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a very closed-minded way of thinking, though.
That's why I like AEW a lot. It's a big melting pot of a lot of different styles. Whether you have lucha, you have technical stuff, good tag team wrestling, like Japanese style wrestling, the storytelling. Like it's a lot of different things. It's a variety show in a lot of ways, and WWE is kind of more formulaic in that way. And it's not to say that it's bad, but it does get tiring on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah. Oh,
so
absolutely.
that's why like some people would rather just tap in on the pay-per-views and see what's going on.
Yeah,
and even at that, they're taking a lot of the wrestling time away on these pay-per-views now.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is insane.
It's full of ads.
Oh my God, it's insane.
It was
how many
literally
ads
like
there are.
hours of ads, like
Yeah,
2
dude,
hours of ads.
It's like the Super Bowl. very little football,
It's
a
super
shitload of
disappointing.
ads.
But that's why I really don't. And I don't mean to go off on a tangent. I know we need to get to this match,
dude. I think this is great.
Yeah.
I love
But at
tangents.
the same time, like people complain about AEW having too many matches on their pay-per-views.
It's fucking insane to
And
think that.
and it's all quality for the most part.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
there might be a Jericho match that might be a little rough in there here. And there,
one
you know what I
stinker,
mean?
yeah.
But like, it's for the most part super quality. Like some of the best wrestling shows you're gonna see all year.
Yeah.
And just because, like, I would much rather have a bunch of matches with quality wrestling in it than have Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker go 5 minutes and 2 hours of ads are on your show.
Sami
Exactly.
Zayn versus Braun Breaker
Yeah.
Part 6.
The ads are definitely less in AEW because there's more match time.
Yeah.
And in WWE, they cut their match time out to give you more ads to sell
You
you
definitely
shit.
get your money's worth. You're
Yeah.
gonna pay $40-$50 for the pay-per-view, but unless
You're not on the VPN shit yet?
like, truth be told, I don't have the energy for that.
Oh, dude, it's so worth it.
And
Bro,
honestly,
no.
ad
You gotta
free.
convert.
Hey, it ain't tricking if
free.
you got it. You know what I mean?
Bro, no picture-in-picture.
Nope.
Zero ads
No
on
ads.
Collision,
Oh well,
Dynamite.
I don't
and
have
Rampage.
cable. That's my I don't
Yeah,
have
neither do
cable,
we.
so I just watch
That's what
on
I'm saying.
meth streams.
Yeah, we don't have it either.
No, but on like through Triller, like in the UK,
Yeah.
you just set your VPN for that, and it's a $7.99 prescription or subscription.
It's a prescription.
It's a subscription
That's that dopamine.
for
Yeah.
AEW Plus, but you get no ads and there's no breaks during the picture-in-picture,
And
so you get the whole match.
And the announcing continues
I,
too.
just-
You get
I
to
gotta
hear
tap
everything.
in on that then.
And the pay-per-views,
I like half the price.
they're $20.
Yeah, $20. Yeah.
But then I'm spending $30 basically every month on AEW.
and you're
at
getting
this
the
point now.
pay-per-view and ad-free for everything.
Yeah.
$30 a month.
And
That's
it's not
kinda-
like
yeah.
WWE where they do rest spots the whole commercial. Like they still get their shit in the picture-in-picture.
Right.
Wait, that's still a great deal because a traditional pay-per-view would run me what, 50 to 60.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So that's even dude, fucking I love it, dude.
Yeah, you're
It's
buying
the best way to
You're
watch
buying
AEW.
half of a pay-per-view and you're getting a bunch of perks.
I love that shit.
I love perks.
It's such good shit.
But back to our feature match of the week here. Kenny Omega versus Naito Tetsuya. We have a very beautiful moonsault off the barricade I really liked here early in the match.
the
Y'all
Kenny
remember this
sauce.
one?
Yeah, the Kenny moonsault. He
Cool.
actually, I think there's a couple of fans. He looks right at him and he says, "Stay right there, don't move."
Does
So
he
they-
tell him to hold the barricade?
I think one of the Bucks did that. He moves the barricade. One
Someone's
of the-
holding it for
Yeah,
him.
one of the Bucks might be holding it, and he tells the fans, "Stay right there." They moved over a little bit. Stay right there. He gets up there, hits that fucking beautiful moonsault on the outside.
Oh, what a thing of beauty.
Oh,
Kenny
it
has a
was
great
beautiful.
moonsault.
He sure does. I loved that moonsault.
This stuff just made me miss Kenny so much.
Oh,
He's
dude, I
been
miss him so
gone.
much.
Oh, he's
Fuck,
been
heal up,
gone.
Kenny.
God.
Jesus Christ. Hope
Damn
you're
you,
doing all right.
diverticulitis. Fuck
That's so
you.
fucked up he got that, man. I
Man.
can't believe that. He was on a tear, too, last year.
Not to mention that he had wrestled with Vertigo for like a year and a half.
Oh, really? Had he?
Dude, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Damn.
no, he was.
I thought he had, like-
he was fucked up and down bad when he was world champion.
Well, I thought it was a litany of injuries. I didn't know it was a vertigo
He ended
aspect
up-
as well.
Yeah, he ended up having like vertigo, wrestling with vertigo.
Wow.
Because he had the shoulder, right?
Yeah.
And then his neck, I think.
I think it was
probably.
his back, too.
It
'cause
was
he
a
always
li-
had those
he-
cups on his
Yeah,
back.
it
and
was a
neck.
litany of things.
Dude,
but
his
he
whole
was-
body was banged up.
Yeah.
He was down bad.
Yeah,
during
he's
that
like
world
me
title.
right
God,
now.
man.
and still cranking out quality shit.
Dude, bangers.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He went on such a tear during that world title
World title.
run.
Would y'all say that's probably the greatest AEW World Championship run, or would it be like Mox?
Which Mox run? The
I would
first
say
one?
the first one.
Yeah, Kenny's run. Absolutely.
I like the Jericho run.
Jericho's run was cool.
Yeah.
He did a lot. He did a lot in that
Yeah.
first
I
run,
like that
working with
Jericho first
Sky,
run.
Darby, Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
He did a lot.
I like that run best.
I like Joe's little run. Wish we got a little more.
Joe had the perfect 100-day title reign.
Yeah. And then
God,
he had
he
to,
was so good on his promos,
and then he had to go back
man.
to Hollywood. He's a big Hollywood guy.
Yeah, they had to write him off real quick for the sweet tooth.
That spot with the fucking forklift was sick.
That was funny as shit, dude. They killed Joe.
Straight through the
Jericho
fucking-
killed Joe.
straight through the wall. I was like, what?
God
in
damn, that
God-
was funny, man.
What did I just see? Because I used to work at Home Depot, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought about things like that.
Running some customers
You
through the
throw
wall.
a fucking customer on that sumbitch and run him right through the damn wall. Well,
Yeah, I don't think he was forklift certified.
No,
he
no,
definitely
absolutely
wasn't.
not.
Yeah, somebody take his license away if he was. Crazy thing here that I thought of was Naito spits on Kenny, And,
Yes,
I
dude.
thought, first impression, me.
Gator took all offense to
I
this
took
shit.
offense to it. I was like, how? Because
He was irate.
And
He
here's
was
why.
hot.
Here's why. Because the crowd is cheering, chanting, Naito, Naito, Naito. Kenny, he's just there, and Naito spits on him, and I'm like, what the fuck? How are you cheering for this unhonorable gentleman right now who just spit on Kenny Omega? I love Kenny. How dare you?
Yeah.
And after we went back in time a little bit, and we saw last year's, was it the final?
Yeah, so Naito and Omega meet in the G1 block final the year prior in the B block, I think.
Yes.
And fucking Kenny Omega spits on Naito's face like not even 2 minutes into the match, and then does it again.
How many times total does
So,
he spit in his face? Is it
it
2 or
was-
3 times?
There was the first initial one, and then he spits at him again, but it was like a rapid fire, 2 in a row. So I would count that as 3 spits.
It's a 3. It's a 3. It was 3.
And I wasn't sure. I think I looked down real quickly. I don't know if Naito spit back at him then, but we know that he gets the receipt spit back the year later.
So the score
here.
was 3-1. It's 3-2 by my
Yeah.
count. Naito still has to spit on Kenny one more time.
And Naito hawked a big one at him in this match.
It was a big loogie, but if you watched it, the trajectory and its path of flight, it actually went just over Kenny's head. Just over Kenny's head.
It missed him, yeah.
It
He got
missed
some ricochet spit there.
He got the little lower spit, but he didn't get the whole fucking spit wad. Yeah,
Spit-cachet? No, that's
Spit-cachet?
stupid as fuck.
No.
That
dumb.
sounds crazy.
No.
That sounds insane.
Rico spits.
Oh, did he just say what I
Spit-cachet
Did I
is
just-
crazy.
Do you realize what you've just said, sir?
What is... I don't.
Let's not get into that right now.
Because
but-
he had some
Hey,
shit
we're all
go
good
down,
here.
right?
Suplex Studies. We love everybody.
Yeah, dude. I completely forgot about all that shit with him.
Google is your friend.
Google is your friend. You might want to
I don't
want to
know any of that. See any of that
you
shit.
might want to call Mach and not drink any more pale ale. How about that?
God damn, guys. You're summoning the Macho Man, Gator. I took kind here to a spot on this G1 Climax final match, yeah. Naito Tetsuya, crazy guy there. He gets Kenny Omega up in the pile driver position on this little tiny table. And what does he do? He fucking slips off and almost kills Kenny Omega. What the fuck happened there, guys?
Mach, I can't believe I forgot this happened in this match, man.
Crazy shit, huh?
He dead ass just misses the whole table.
What was it? Did he slip?
So there's like
Did
a
he
cloth.
move? What
There's
the
like a
fuck?
cloth that's on the table still, and I feel like his foot slipped off the cloth a little bit.
His legs get
Boom.
wobbly, bro.
Boom,
And he
motherfucker.
moves off.
And I feel like on the way down, Kenny's head kind of scrapes the table too. That's why he's like
Scraped it.
kind of holding his head after the bump.
Yeah, he was kind
And
of like, what
the
fuck?
bottom part of the barricade, if
Yeah.
you notice, he falls right onto that. The foot of the barricade, it looks
he
like.
ate shit, dude.
Yes.
Oh my god, I don't even know what to say to that.
I don't
one.
know if it's like a Mandela effect thing, but I could have sworn he hit the pile driver on the table.
Maybe in a different match.
Possibly.
I wonder if they
in a different
oh.
time, in a different match,
No,
in a
man.
different universe.
Well, right before we turned it off earlier on that B block final from the year prior.
Uh huh.
They probably could have called it back, right?
Yeah, well,
maybe
Kenny
he hit it.
Kenny throws Naito over the barricade with a power bomb I saw, and then I turned it off
Oh,
through the table. So I don't know if
Yeah, because I
further
don't.
on into this match they hit another table spot. I don't think they do.
I
that.
don't.
They
I didn't
usually do
remember
one.
much of that initial
Yeah,
block
me
final
either.
match.
yeah. All I know is when I saw this, I said, "Holy fucking shit!" He killed him, but Kenny got back up again. Looked like he was a little hurt. Naito gave him some time too. I saw Naito stand, walk away. He could kind of tell, like, whoops, I slipped. We didn't go through the table. Let me give him a couple of seconds to regroup and get his ass back up. So I thought he handled it like a professional, like a true pro.
Hey man, anything with Japanese tables is a big gamble.
Those
Bro,
things are
yeah.
so tiny.
When they hit them though, and they hit right, oh, it's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, but it's like trying to shoot a fucking, a bullseye at fucking 1,000 fucking feet. I can't do it. I don't know. Can you? I can't.
No way, dude. I'd miss the fuck out of that table too.
That's what I'm saying. Those
You
things
gotta
are
be precise.
So small, you have to be precise.
Yeah.
Those
No,
tables.
The margin for error is super tiny when it comes to stuff like that.
You go all wobbly legs. I think a wobbly leg Jones Naito here.
Just ate shit in front of Jushin Liger on
God,
commentary.
he sure did. Jushin was
and-
freaking out like, oh my god.
and Masahiro Chono. Masahiro Chono was there
Is that
too.
who had the shades?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big star back.
I was
in the
trying to
90s.
figure that
Yeah,
out. I was
yeah.
like, who is this guy? Because
Yeah.
he presents Naito at the end with the flag or the
I
trophy.
be- I
one
believe,
of the two.
I believe Chono had won the most G1s.
Holy
He was
shit,
like
okay.
Mr. G1, so
Wow.
he presented the the trophy at the end of it, and Naito.
Do you know how many he won?
Like I can't
4,
remember.
5,
I want to
6 or
say it was
something?
like 4 to 5.
Sounds about
G1s.
right.
Masahiro
But I think
Chono.
Okada now is has 4 in the tuck.
Okay.
Oh, that's right, dude.
So he's coming
yeah.
for him, huh? He's coming.
I
for
think
the
if not, he's already passed him or he's tied.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because there was some years where it's like, okay, do we need Okada to win the G1 again? I guess.
Yeah,
Chono holds 5 G1 Climax wins.
Okay, so he's still got the record.
He's got the
Mr.
record
August and Mr. G1, he's known by.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hell
Mr.
yeah, that's badass. I
Mr.
don't-
August is that? Is it every?
Dude.
Oh, are we in August? It's every
Yeah,
August.
G1's typically every August.
It's kind of like
yeah.
baseball. Every October, Mr. October, Reggie Jackson.
Yes. I didn't get to do it this year, but we got to do a G1 bracket next year.
Oh, I'm super down.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted to. It's hard to
so
keep up
fun.
with G1,
It is,
but
it's cool because you just let it run. You do your picks, and it's whatever shit happens.
if
So-
Toru Yano is in G1 next year, I'm in, bro.
Man, he was absent this year, huh?
Who's that?
He was needed. Toru Yano
Yano.
is a fucking comedian.
Yeah.
I highly suggest, maybe not on the show, but definitely check out the match with Moxley.
Yes, we
in
will
the
definitely
G1.
see that.
Yeah, she got that up.
Oh,
Roll
yeah.
it. Roll that beautiful bean
Yano
footage.
Moxley from the G1 2021, I think. Maybe it was 2019, actually.
Okay.
2020 to 2021, I believe.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I got to start
Good
watching
shit,
a lot
dude.
more. Dude, you just got to start coming up
Yano's
here and
funny.
just start putting it on the way I do WCW.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Just start throwing it on.
Just
a
for
great
spoilers, he starts off one of the matches. I believe it's a tag match from that tournament. He starts off trying to sell him a DVD.
Oh, yeah.
Sell him a
yeah.
DVD.
Yeah, Yano's like a super carny guy, and he
carny.
does DVDs, and he's like 5,000 yen, whatever. But yeah, definitely check out the Yano Moxley match.
He's a funny ass character, dude.
Oh shit. One thing I asked Eric, I didn't realize. Like I said, dude, how does Kenny actually communicate with these guys?
Oh yeah.
Like I don't understand. Like how's he doing this right now? Because you got to be able to talk.
He's fluent Japanese.
Yeah.
Gator didn't know. I was like, holy shit.
Information I did not know.
So there's a infamous promo that he cuts at the end of the G1 in 2016 when he wins. He's the first ever non-Japanese wrestler
Dude.
to win the G1.
no shit.
So this was the year after where he meets Naito in the finals again. So he could have went back to back.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's that close.
He was
Yeah,
that close.
yeah.
He was the first ever Gaijin the year before to do it, and he could have went back to back. It's an insane thing, but yeah. So at the end of that promo in the initial G1 victory the year before, he's like, you don't speak English, I don't care, and then he just goes off in Japanese. And
Yeah,
and the
dude.
fans react so big to that because they had no idea he spoke Japanese.
wow.
It's a huge moment, dude.
No
Highly
wonder.
recommended.
No
I want
wonder.
to see that too.
Yeah, no wonder he loves it over there so
Again.
much. He speaks the language fluently, and he's a fucking megastar.
Oh yeah.
And he put in the work. Like he was in there from like the mid to late 2000s, just doing the DDT stuff.
grinding
like
his ass
he
off during that time. Yeah.
went from light heavyweight to world heavyweight champion. You know what I mean? So the rise of Kenny Omega in Japan is definitely something to
Yeah,
be.
and see, I only really picked up because of, like you said, the Hot Topic shit. So,
Yeah.
Bullet Club got to be a big thing. Kenny Omega was Bullet Club. So all of a sudden I started watching a little bit and not really watching, but I just saw clips and shit like that. And then this guy over here, he got me all Bullet Clubbed out. So, that was my only familiarity with New Japan up until this point right here. We reviewed, Okada and Omega a couple weeks ago, or maybe one of our first episodes.
That was
wasn't it?
episode 3. Yeah. Okada Omega 1 from
Yeah.
the Wrestle Kingdom 11.
Yeah,
Yeah. We
yeah.
were chopping up about that one earlier too.
Yeah, and that was a great match right there.
Absolute classic. Like,
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
La 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 la
la
la
la la la
la
la
la
la la la.
la.
Another thing that I was noticing in this match is like I think Naito, he reminded me a lot of like Shawn Michaels in this match.
Oh yeah.
You know, he had a lot of those flying forearms. He also had a little Bret Hart where he was taking those chest bumps into the corner, but he modified it. He got his own arm over. It looked like his Irish whip was very Shawn-ish. I mean, he was doing a lot of Shawn-isms in there, and
Do
I
you
loved
see that
it.
too, Isaias? Some Shawn similarities.
I noticed
in Naito.
just in general, a lot of the stuff that they did in New Japan around this time, the devil was in the details. The small stuff that they did, just how they sold it, how they hit these maneuvers, it made it look so real.
Yeah, the
There's
faces they make too.
There was like absolutely no way that any of this was worked.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just the V triggers that Kenny hits in
Oh
this
my
match,
God.
the dumping these guys on their heads. You know what I mean? Whatever the Naito pump handle. You know what I mean? Like whatever.
Oh, dude.
It was insane.
Brutal.
The stuff that they were doing around this time. So it's Yeah, I can definitely tell. Like even the corner bump that he took on his chest, like very
Yeah.
Brett-esque. The forearm, you know what I mean? Like a lot of it was definitely super world-class athleticism.
I'm just picturing Naito in the 90s just fucking getting WWF tapes and shit, you know? Because I don't know if that was broadcasting in Japan. It probably was, right? Maybe? I don't know. Limited?
WWF did have a presence in Japan around that time. I mean, they did some Tokyo Dome shows with New Japan. There's like a infamous photo, I don't know if you've ever seen it, of Vince McMahon in the go position at Tokyo Dome, and he's pointing like Jushin Thunder Liger out to the ring, basically.
Whoa, I never seen that.
It's a crazy photo. But yeah, there's been some shows in collaboration with WWF and New Japan in the mid-90s around that time.
Wow, I did not know that, dude. I didn't know Vince went down there.
I don't know if Hogan was there in New Japan at that time with him. Probably that might have been beforehand.
I think this was like early. This was kind of when Hogan was on the way out.
Oh, okay.
But Hogan definitely had a presence in like the maybe 80s.
Yeah, maybe the
around
80s.
when like Andre was out there and
Hogan,
stuff like that.
Hogan's matches over there were badass.
And he was hitting insiguris and shit.
Yeah, dude. It was
a whole
insane.
different side of him, right?
He fucking throws it up. Inseguri. Hulk Hogan? What the fuck? What did I just see?
Inoki or something?
Yeah, he wrestles Inoki.
It's crazy.
He wrestled a lot of guys out there. It's kind of crazy just to see the list of guys he wrestled out there.
Wild.
Yeah. Once he came down here, of course, he just got into his John Cena mode, just did his traditional moves, hulked up, hit that big boot, hit that leg drop, game over.
Dude, this match is riddled with a million spots. We don't have to hit very many of them. I'd like to just get our favorites out here. Anybody want to go? Like one of your favorite moments here?
I think my favorite one is something that I had never seen before in
Give
a
it to
wrestling
us.
ring. They set up for, what is it, a superplex? Kenny... Naito setting Kenny up for a superplex, and basically Kenny drops it into a DDT right on top of the what is it? The guardrail. The
oh my god, dude!
fuck is it?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
the
top
ring
of
post.
The ring post. There you
dude.
go.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
fucking
Oh my-
DDTs him right onto it, and I said, "Holy shit! I've never seen that. He's got to be out."
That
And it
looks
was
sickening.
brutal.
It was so brutal. But yeah, that was my favorite spot of the match.
I'd probably say my favorite spot of the match was Kenny going for the big power bomb on the top rope.
The awesome bomb.
The awesome bomb off the top rope, and Naito reversing it into a goddamn Rana.
Ooh.
And I was telling you while we were watching this, I don't think
Craziness.
people realize how hard that is to do. Not only just to get a guy up for a power bomb while you're standing on the goddamn top rope, but to be able to pull off the Rana on top of that is just nuts.
Incredible balance.
Yeah, and it happened so quickly also that there was, no room for error. You fuck that up at that speed and someone's getting hurt and getting hurt bad.
And not to mention that that Naito follows this up with an avalanche poison Rana, which doesn't get the job done either.
Wasn't that off the second rope?
Yeah, Kenny's feet are on the second rope, but they still look very high up there with, by the
Naito
time
goes up to
Naito
the
gets
top.
on his shoulders,
Yeah, Naito
so
goes to the top to hit it.
whoo-wee, man. What a
And-
sequence there.
And he still
Fucking
didn't get the
nuts.
damn pin. I thought he was going to get the pin there, but I didn't really know what Naito's finisher was, so
Oh, you knew Destino.
I wasn't familiar with it. I haven't seen a lot of him. I've seen maybe one match with this
You
guy.
saw it damn near 12 times
Well,
the
yeah.
last day. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we saw it 4.5
9
times.
Yeah, 9.
4.5. No, it was 9 V triggers.
Well, no, I'm talking 3.5 Destinos over 3 times watching it is like 12 Destinos.
There you go.
Or like
Is that Steiner?
11,
That's not
10.
even Steiner math.
I think the math is math.
take-
yeah,
you take-
Steiner math.
You take 3.5 Destinos
Is that a
times 3.
33.3% chance?
In addition to my 20, Smojo knows. I'm all off here.
I don't know what you're going with.
That's about 10 Destinos, we'll call it.
And the numbers don't lie for you at sacrifice.
Samoa Joe.
They actually spell disaster for you. That's what they spell.
Oh my god. But dude, okay, I'll rattle off my favorite spot here in this match because it features my favorite Kenny Omega move.
Oh.
We get a Destino reversal. Kenny throws Naito up in the fireman's carry position, flips him out onto his shoulders into the electric chair position, and boom, Kreutz Wrath, which is, I think, the first one we've seen here on Suplex Studies,
That is the first one, yes.
which is an electric chair German suplex. You can follow me at Kreutz.Wrath on Instagram. Just a little shout out there, cheap plug. But yeah, this fucking move is so cool. What do you think of the Kreutz Wrath there, Isaias?
Man, it's one of the many moves that Kenny has in his bag that you don't really see that often.
No, it's very rare in AEW. Actually, I think it's only happened 2-3 times maybe in AEW so far.
It's a crazy move, and I love the names that he comes up with some of these moves. He's definitely a big nerd.
Do y'all know the origin of this?
No, what is that?
It's a video game thing, no?
You're damn right it is.
It does involve video games. Apparently, the story goes that there was a video titled Kreutz Wrath, and it's some gamer that's like raging out from like a decade ago or something, and it might have been like a gamer playing Final Fantasy or something.
Sounds about right.
And I want to say that's what I read on Reddit. I could be wrong. Internet trolls, let me know if I am. But that's the origin of Kreutz Wrath there.
So was the kid's name Kreutz?
I don't know.
And
I guess
was it his wrath? And that's why he titled it Kreutz Wrath? Because
Yeah.
he was fucking raging out?
It was some funny video game video
Interesting.
Kenny saw back in the day and named his
So he
electric chair
just called
German
the
that.
electric German.
And it fits
Kreutz
so
Wrath.
well, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a badass move.
It looks like it puts a lot of torque on your neck, though. That's the
Oh,
only thing
yeah.
I'll say. Because you got to kick him over your neck and then hoist him up and over. It looks like it puts a lot of torque, but
It's a hard move to pull off, so I
Yeah.
can see why he barely does it.
that's what I was going to say. That's probably why he doesn't pull it out very often. It looks like it puts a lot of torque on that back.
10.5 Destinos. God damn, I can't math.
But there, but there was 4 in this match. That equals 12. 4 times 3 is 12.
No, because I'm calling one of the 4 a half.
Yeah, he did hit the half distance.
Because it was a reversal out of the one winged angel
Yeah, out of the
attempt.
one-winged angel,
That's why I'm
yeah.
calling it half Destino.
Okay, so 3.5.
But we could call it 4. We'll just call it 4. Even 4.
It was still a Scorpion Death Drop.
If this was Prize Picks, it'd be considered 4.
Yep. In total, we have 4 Destinos.
Yeah,
My point being, the Destino is the crossroads of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
I love it.
And goddamn it, Naito, get a different finish too. You and Mercedes.
You're not a fan of the Crossroads?
No. He needs like 3 every time. Does he not?
If it would finish in one,
Cody,
I would be a huge fan. But
I
it
feel
takes
like
him forever.
I feel like it depends on who takes the finish.
That it's true. If he's
Because
just
the one he hits on Omega looks fucking amazing.
In Ring of Honor.
That was 'cause
No,
Kenny-
the one where
He
after
turn on him.
Yeah, I think when Jay White wins the U.S. title,
Right.
he hits the crazy crossroads on Omega, and it's like a RVD bump.
Is that the
It's a
head plant
beautiful.
cell?
Yes, this is
The
the
head
beautiful
plant
Omega
cell.
head plant cell
Yeah.
off the crossroads. No, okay, so I guess that's a clarification there I need to make. Crossroads looks fucking amazing when you have badass sellers like that.
Right.
And it only takes 1. But
Yeah,
now we see, dude, he hits fucking Solo Sikoa with it
the triple.
3-4 times,
Yeah.
like the last
Solo.
pape. Every fucking pape is 2 or 3 of them. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, when he gets to the main boss, it takes him multiple
Right.
crossroads.
Jabronis
But
get
when
1.
when he's fighting any one of the regular basic levels or
Yeah.
basic enemy, it's only going to take 1.
like, how many is Kevin Owens going to take? At least 2, right?
2
In
at
this
least.
upcoming
Yeah,
Bash in Berlin.
A couple Cody cutters, maybe a
Yeah.
breaker.
fucking Cody Cutter.
Cody Kata.
It's a Cody Cutter.
Oi, I'll give you cons a few Cody cutters. You best watch out.
Hey, Butch,
What's up, bruv?
how you doing today?
I've been hanging out with Will Ospreay.
Have you?
I see you got another bloke here with you.
Yeah, we sure do. Say hi.
What's up, bruv?
What's going on?
That's Butcher.
It's me, Butcher, from the boys.
You lot sound crazy, bro.
Welcome here to Suplex Studies. I know you've met a few of the boys running around here, but it's nice to have you here. Hope you have a good time.
Oh, I appreciate the hospitality. I
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Hey, Butch, find anything out there today?
No,
You still haven't found him?
no. I can't find any fucking soups, alright?
Where's Homelander at?
Homelander's off and about, fucking flying around the world.
I saw Ryan today.
Fuck that little shit
I
too.
saw him, but you can't find him, can you?
Hey, Macho, give me my fucking chocolate cake. I'm out of this bitch. Boy,
my man pieced out.
you got it, dog.
He's got a key.
He's got a key. I'm the key master, Macho Man.
Mach is the key master. He's given everybody
Yeah,
a key
I
so
think
far.
Sabu is the key master, if anything.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh,
Mach has
yeah.
given him a key yet. So we haven't got
Umbas.
Sabu in there. Umbas.
Keys open doors.
I call him Sabu.
Yeah, the Sultan trained Sabu.
The Sheik? You mean
Yeah,
the Sheik?
just Macho's just fucking around.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you guys. Yeah, all right. Sour boy, get back to work. Oh boy.
Yeah. So we had a total of 9 V triggers, 6 plexes, and
Right.
who wins this match?
Dude, I want to hang on for that for a second there.
What?
We had 9 V triggers in this match.
What?
And they all looked absolutely brutal.
One of them was a ripcord V trigger, otherwise known as a rain trigger. Here that we heard from Rocky Romero and Kevin Kelly.
Speaking of rain, question: why does Okada not call his dropkick raindrops?
Yeah, why not? Why doesn't he?
That's an interesting question.
That's
I feel like a lot of his moves have really bad names other than Rain Trigger. I mean,
Raindrops.
Oh, Rainmaker.
they had what was it?
Oh no, he's talking about Okada.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
talking about
that's what I'm
Okada.
saying.
It's just
yeah,
his dropkick
Okada, like the
raindrop.
money clip,
That's not that good.
the Cobra Clutch
Oh,
money
yeah, the
clip.
money clip.
Like he had a lot of bad finishing names. So
yeah.
I don't know if I would even go with Raindrops for the drop kick.
Yeah, because it
Drop-
sounds a little light.
Yeah.
Rainstorm.
Ain't no drizzle.
Rainstorm. I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know.
they
They got to workshop
they
that.
got, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
gotta
get there
they
some-
got to do something with it because that's a signature move right there. He's got one of the best drop kicks in the game.
No question.
But yeah, Naito is working Kenny's neck and head this entire match. It's a classic way, or what am I trying to say here? Classic psychology, right? Pick a limb, go to town, and sure enough, Naito eats Kenny's neck alive throughout this match. We get the several neck breakers throughout. I mean, multiple DDTs. I mean, not to mention the fucking pile driver where he almost kills Kenny, as we did earlier.
Yeah, I mean, early
But-
on in this match, he hits multiple neck breakers off the apron to the floor.
Dude, yeah.
And that's early on, so Kenny was in for a rough night tonight.
Oh, dude. Big time, man. But, yeah, the onslaught on Kenny's neck persisted throughout. Kenny was getting a lot of offense in, but nothing really quite focused. Lots of chops, lots of back chops. They do get into it with the chop fest at the end there a little bit. But other than that, any other major moments y'all want to highlight before we wrap up our feature match of the week?
I thought it was very telling how the crowd initiated the Terminator claps.
Yes, they did early on there, and he wasn't even setting up for the Terminator yet.
The Bucks did nothing to really rally them in. They kind of did this on their own, and you can see Nick and Matt just kind of look to the crowd as soon as this starts happening. And that kind of goes to show the kind of influence that started to sweep over with the whole Bullet Club thing that was going on at the time.
Dude, I'm so glad you're mentioning this crowd. This is a fucking amazing crowd through and through. They're very into it, so involved, loud as shit, chanting their asses off. What I wanted to be in this crowd. This crowd looks so fun. Are you kidding me? Like, damn.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that crowd
Bullet
there,
Club
Gator?
merch, Bullet Club merch everywhere. You got man, women, children, all in the crowd. Everyone's chanting for Naito.
Naito.
And-
I didn't
and-
hear any
and-
Kenny's.
well, I also thought it was unusual because from what I've seen, the Japanese crowd, I haven't seen them, really get loud. And this was my first experience with them actually chanting someone's name multiple times.
For the most part, Japanese crowds are mostly known for being like super respectful. Like
Respectful,
they
right?
observe,
Right.
they kind of
Yeah.
observe the action.
Right.
Whenever something happens, they'll clap.
And
they don't
they-
really like yell.
Right.
or-
They initiate when it's called upon, but
Yeah.
never just because.
unless
And-
something like something super shocking happens, and you'll hear like the like,
Oh, yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
like
the
you'll-
gasps.
Yeah, it'll kind of be low key with it, but when you have a match like this, it's kind of you have no
Yeah.
choice but to just kind of feel the rush.
Right.
Yeah,
You know
these
what I
were
mean?
huge stakes, actually,
Yeah.
now that you mention that. Of
Yeah,
course,
like-
I mean, this is the trip to the Tokyo Dome this following January's here, so, I mean, big stakes, major moment here in New Japan Pro Wrestling, one of their all-time bangers,
And also, like, the amount of Japanese fans that wanted Naito to come out in this was overwhelming. I know, like, at the time, a lot of the U.S. fans were trying to get that rematch with Okada. They wanted Omega to beat Okada for that world title.
Oh, without
Yeah.
a doubt.
Getting,
Yeah.
But-
getting 2 belts.
In Japan, it was kind of a whole different story. Like, Naito had been on this trajectory. It was almost kind of like the Cody thing.
True.
You know
that,
what I
yeah.
mean?
That's
It was the
actually-
long game
Yeah,
on
that's
his path
actually
up.
when I think it was yesterday, day before yesterday, something like that. It might even, was it today?
I think yesterday when we first
Yesterday,
watched it, right?
yeah.
You kind of drew that comparison
Yeah,
almost?
I said you told me how long it took, and I
Yeah.
said, wow, they played the Cody game with him, huh?
Yeah, they did it not only with Naito, but as Omega as well through this time. They're
And I feel like they
yeah.
waited too long to do it with Naito.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the rumor.
They
on the
had him
street.
wait like another 2 years or so.
Oh, my God, because, yeah, he's after Ibushi.
Yeah.
So it goes...
It's like Jay White had it for a little
Yeah.
bit.
Oh, fuck, that's Dude, you're not kidding. I forgot that it takes a little while after
they played
that.
the long game with Naito for sure, and I feel like they kind of waited a little too long.
Yeah, because now, from what you were telling me earlier, his knees are a little bit.
Yeah, like watching this match and seeing the Naito that we have current day, it's night and day, man.
I'm gonna have to see some current Naito so that I can just
he's
compare them.
He's not bad necessarily. It's just his movement is a little more limited than it used to be.
It's a little slower. Everything happens a little slower now.
It's Naito and Day. I had to.
Hey, it was worth a shot.
Ayo.
But yeah, like the fact that Naito in this match is just all over the place, constantly rolling, like it just made me go, but like, man, we had it so good.
He's
so good
He's
at
such
this
a
time.
master of reversals. That's what I noticed about him. There was so much shit that Kenny would throw at him, and he would just fucking reverse it into something that was insane.
Very crafty. He reversed one of the one-winged angels into a Poison Rana, into that funny Poison Rana.
Yeah.
Where he had his ass out.
Yeah, Kenny's got his ass up.
Kenny sail ass up.
His fucking legs are up on the middle rope, dude. That shit looked funny as hell.
And another thing that I really enjoyed with this match was the referee.
Red shoes. God,
what a goat.
He's the best, isn't he?
Man, I just loved how when he would hit it with a 1. Like his body hits, and that's his 1 count. 2. That's how I want to see an official officiate. He does it perfectly, but also I didn't see too much of him. Only when he wanted me to see him, shall I say.
Right.
That was the best part about him.
Red Shoes was one of the first referees I really observed that had like the theatrics.
Yeah.
Like going back to like whenever I went to G1 in Long Beach, he and Kenny, I remember there was a thing where Kenny like wanted to too sweet him, and Red Shoes hit him with a suck it.
Oh.
And that got like a huge pop in the room, you know what I mean? So like Red Shoes was always in the mix. Always in the mix.
You're talking about the 2 no.
He's such a great character, and he's not overbearing in his involvement. He does it so well. Yeah, dude, for sure. She's a little overbearing, but no, Red Shoes is the shit.
I will say this. I went to a Mission Pro show last night here in town, and one of the referees was doing the most.
Oh,
the
yeah.
most. They were had the opponents in the corner and be like, "Are you ready? Are you ready?" And then they'd go to the crowd, "Are you ready?"
Oh, hell no. I would have booed her ass out the fucking door.
Oh, my
man,
God.
you're doing this for every match? Like, god damn.
Who does she think she is? Like fucking Mills Lane from back in the day? Jesus.
Not everybody needs to be a part of the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the
gotta
referees...
know your role, right?
I feel like, unfortunately, nowadays, a lot of referees are trying to be a part of the show, and it just gets in the way of the wrestling sometimes, and it's really
cool
annoys
for
me.
like certain people. Like you can have that one ref. There's a ref in town named Vance Jackson.
That's a street.
No bullshit.
That's a street.
Vance Jackson.
Okay, that's actually fucking genius of him. I love that.
He goes by the sheriff, and he's one of the most hated referees I've ever seen.
What is this?
And he takes bumps and everything. Yeah, it's at he works at RCW. He goes hybrid. Like he goes to all the local stuff.
Vance Jackson, the sheriff.
Vance Jackson. Yeah,
Wow.
That's awesome.
That is.
Shout out to you, Vance
little
Jackson.
referee side talk.
Wow. I'm gonna go by Lock Hill Selma, and that'll be my name.
That's actually not a bad name.
Hey, streets work. Street names work. People don't forget
Mr. Selma.
People don't forget him. But yeah, man, Red Shoes, he fucking did it for me. This entire match, like I said, it was just such a banger. Naito, working that neck, and eventually it pays off for him because he ends up finishing it with that Destino, which is a neck breaker.
The fourth Destino.
Yep.
2 in a row at this point. Seals the deal for the G1 Climax 27. Naito Tetsuya. What a fucking banger of a match this was.
Surprised the shit out of me. I'm not going to lie. Because like I said, I hadn't seen this, so I automatically said, Kenny's going to win.
Oh, you didn't know the results?
No, I didn't know the
Hell
results.
yeah.
I did not know the results.
That's
so
the best shit.
Naito wins, and I just, my jaw dropped. I was like, what?
You're in for some good-ass shit, and you're in for some very many more Red Shoes Uno matches, as you will see.
Ooh,
so
nice.
he refs all of the biggest matches in New Japan, basically.
Okay.
More or less.
He's like their Earl Hebner, basically.
Essentially, yeah.
They're Earl Hebner.
He's the
That's
fucking
great.
man.
Yeah. I like that.
Any last takeaways for Naito and Omega, guys?
I just want to thank you guys for letting me watch this again with you guys because I hadn't seen it since I saw it live.
Oh,
really.
dude, yeah, man.
I was like I said, I was planning to watch this whole card to really encapsulate the perfect time and place that this company was at. But it was really a pleasure to just sit back and watch this with you guys because it took me back to a place and time I'll never forget.
Yeah, dude. Very special time in pro wrestling. New Japan is the shit. And yeah, it's very timely, as you said, with the current G1 wrapping up. So
Yep. Material that holds a special place in your two heart and y'all's two's hearts. Whatever. Is that going to be another one? Yours too?
yours too, or y'all too?
Yours too or y'all too? But yeah, you guys, you love this. I've never seen this before. So I look forward to delving into it now. I promise.
How does it do on the Gatorator?
Ooh, this was goddamn, son.
Goddamn. Well, goddamn, pal.
Man.
Give it to us.
Dude, this was a 10 out of 10.
Wow.
Boo!
10 out of 10.
I haven't given a 10 yet. This was the first 10 out of 10 right here. This was a 10.
Yeah, you know what? I'm right there with you. I personally don't do ratings on anything, but man, if anything is a 10 out of 10, yeah, this would be it.
It's got to
so
be
far.
this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you, sir, for putting us onto this match. And my final thought is I look forward to doing many more shows with Isaias over here.
Yeah.
I think we got a great crew
I'd
right
be
here.
happy to come back.
Man,
We'd love to have you in for another one.
it's
We
a
got to
great-
get.
It's a great 3-man booth.
That's right. Might be a 4-man booth if Eddie Spaghetti comes in with us next time.
That's
That
right.
No good son of a bitch. I haven't talked to him since he turned on me at the pool party.
Oh,
that's
dang,
right.
Eddie.
Why don't you tell us about that? Why did he turn on you?
Look, man, I carried us in a beer pong tournament. We had replica titles up for grabs.
Get him.
You know, I had to end up, get eliminated after I do a carry job. This guy hits no shots.
Man,
You know what I mean? And son of a bitch.
what a jabron.
We take a cheers, and this guy wants to hit me in the head with a beer bottle. You know what I mean?
Such a coward.
Ungrateful bastard.
Man.
If you bring him in here, it's going to be smoke.
Man.
Eddie, you hear that? I don't know if you're listening, but if you are, the
It's
option
on
is
site.
there. Yeah.
On site.
It's on site? Oh, shit. All right. Well, actually, with the way we can do this is we can actually, we've got a wall right here, so we can have Isaias over here and Eddie over here.
We
Get-
might put them in the Monsters ballrooms.
Ooh.
I don't
Get
know.
the plexiglass ready.
Yes. What we're going to do is we're going to seclude you into rooms. No food, no lights, no water for 24 hours. And then we're going to set you loose on the podcast.
I think that's some good content.
Yeah, that'd be some good shit. Eric and I did it last week. It's good shit.
But yeah, that is our feature match of the week here on Suplex Studies. Final count of, yes, indeed, 6 suplexes,
It was 6.
9 V-triggers, and 4 Destinos there. Cool little roundabout stats. And we're going to be visiting some New Japan in the near future, I'm sure. But yeah, if you have any match suggestions out there, send it to us at Suplex Studies, Instagram, Twitter. Leave some comments on Spotify and YouTube if you'd like. And yeah, we'll be right back.
He probably was, yeah, because he was wrestling fucking Andrade. He was wrestling
Cien Almas.
El Hijo del Vikingo.
Amigo.
Oh yes, El Hijo.
Everybody knows who I am.
Everybody knows who I am.
I heard you work for a stink. I heard you work for a stink.
Who was he telling that to? Darby? Yeah.
Darby.
I know Sting is your boss.
So what was up with the JBL?
Dude, I have no idea what the concept. I didn't watch that show. I was at the indie show last night at
Damn.
Mission Pro, and I probably caught up on Collision a little bit after that.
What? What's up, guys?
Son.
Maybe I need a little news.
Son, what do you
with
want to talk
Cody and
about?
Dad.
Let me tell you. What do you want to talk about? Because I want to talk about.
Dad, you gotta introduce the news section properly.
That's what you were for, Cody. News and notes presented
Very
to you
well.
by the roads.
We're here, back in Suplex Studios, doing our news section. Nice to meet you, Isaias. I'm Cody Rhodes.
Big fan, big fan.
Are you?
Yeah, I went to Philadelphia to watch you finish the story.
Wow. That's really cool. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I was hammered. I spent too much money on beer.
I did the same thing. We partied like it was 1969, baby. There was cocaine and strippers all night long.
Dad, I think you need to chill on the strippers, all right? We talked about this. Without further ado, let's get into some news. So, what do you guys want to talk about?
Well, let's go ahead and get into your brother. He's actually a double champion right now, Cody.
Dude, that's right. So I missed this on Collision last night, but Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara are now Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions.
Yeah.
What do you
Dustin,
think?
Dustin double champ. What do you think, bro?
So, I personally think it's a good move. They're in Dallas. They love to play to the crowds. That Dallas crowd has been very kind to them the last few weeks. I don't think it's going to be a permanent thing. You know what I mean?
Transitional champions.
I feel like it'll be the case. Maybe Sammy turns on Dustin. I kind of feel like that's the route we're going here.
Yeah.
But I do find it interesting that they brought back Sammy in Ring of Honor.
Yeah. Straight to
Sasha
ROH.
Mercedes. Hey-o.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what the situation is there, but I know that she had spoken to it, or he had spoken to it. That they had a conversation.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So
Cleared
I'm not too sure what their relationship now is.
Yeah.
But I think also just the crowd reception to Sammy has really squandered since the Double or Nothing 4-way. How people perceive him is a lot. Like, I go on Twitter and people call him the worst wrestler ever.
Really?
It's
It's
just because he hurt both Hardys.
And trust me, I'm the biggest Jeff Hardy fan you'll ever meet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I love Jeff Hardy to death, but things happen, and Jeff is at the end of his rope, and anybody can really realize that, especially the style that he wrestled for all these years. But like, I don't put that on Sammy Guevara, and the way that they kind of reacted in the ring with Matt, like going crazy on him and all this stuff, it kind of didn't really help the matter.
No.
Yeah, it didn't help the situation, which was already
It didn't,
bad. It kind of just put him in it painted him in a very bad light.
So I don't mind the move to Ring of Honor. I just hope it's not like a permanent thing, kind of like what they're doing with Athena, because I personally do like Sammy Guevara. Maybe he says a couple dumb things on Twitter, but I met the guy. Like, sidebar. I
met Sammy, huh?
I met Sammy Guevara.
How much cocaine did you do with him?
I did not do any cocaine with Sammy, unfortunately. This was at like a community thing they were doing at a bowling alley in San Francisco Revolution Weekend.
Oh, shit.
So
you rolled up to that,
So
huh?
I rolled up to that. I met Mark Briscoe. I met Aubrey Edwards, like I said earlier. I met fucking Willow. I met Adam Cole. I met a lot of people.
Nice.
Met a lot of people. So basically, my homie Juanita, shout out to Juanita Wrestling, she got these wristbands that were a little expensive to be able to bowl with the wrestlers.
Oh, shit. You had to buy in big time, huh?
Yeah, but we ended up sneaking down there. And she wasn't really trying to bowl with them. She kind of was like, "Oh, I got stuck with Sammy and them." Like, she wanted to bowl with like best friends or something, but they ended up getting taken. So
damn.
She ended up with the vlog crew, the Sammy vlog crew, and so she was like, "Hey, can y'all come and bowl for me?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I ended up bowling a couple rounds with Sammy Guevara and Ty Conn.
Cool.
Fucking dope.
And Sammy was like, "Hey, can you do this for me? Like, can you like do his turn?"
Something?
I recorded. I took a couple photos of him
Nice.
from that thing, and he posted them. Like, he's a super nice guy. He complimented my shirt. I was wearing a Hardy Boy shirt.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, he's a super Hardy fan.
And he complimented my shirt, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I had to go crazy in that ladder match that he did with like the Swanton or whatever. Like, he's like, yeah, I did that for Jeff or whatever. Like, he's a cool guy."
Yeah.
You know, so I guess my perception of him is a little different, but
he seems pretty chill.
He gets a lot of hate, and I think
he's making a lot of mistakes. He's a young kid.
Yeah, you know that whole the breakup didn't help him any because it went through on the vlog. Everybody saw that, and then which led into his current wife. But I think at this point, everybody's kind of forgotten about that. I mean, we've forgiven, we've forgotten, and at this point, you know, like you were saying, I hope he's not there forever. But if he is, I'll probably like it because I can see him moving up the ranks and maybe becoming champ.
I mean, he was featured on Collision here, so I mean, it's like he's in the mix, you know, enough.
Yeah.
He's not like AEW heavily featured right now, I guess, but I mean, he's still being shown on their programming, so
yeah,
he's not entirely in Ring of Honor,
Right.
But he is going to be what seems to be a Ring of Honor fixture for the time to come.
Yeah,
so,
he's carrying,
which is totally fine.
He's carrying a title now.
Yeah. In fact, no, I loved what we saw from Ring of Honor a few weeks ago, and I kind of want to jump back in from Death Before Dishonor. That was a great show. So
Is that the one
I
we
haven't-
watched?
yeah, I haven't checked it out since. But do you fuck with any of the Ring of Honor stuff?
I
Isaias?
try to tap in when I can.
Yeah.
I heard that I believe it's Beast Mortos and who?
Oh,
is it Hologram?
They had
No, that was the
a match
Collision
on
match.
Collision, yeah. But you're talking about Mortos and
Tip of the tongue. Tip of the tongue.
Beast Mortos defeated Commander
Oh, Sorry,
by
Commander.
pinfall.
The clit
They
commander.
had a crazy match, but Commander's basically Rampage jobber. So
Yeah.
I love Commander. Don't get me wrong. He looks like my friend Lusker Vintage.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he low-key like if you see the facial hair, you'll be like, that's Didi.
Oh, holy shit. What's up, Didi? Otherwise known as Didi Commander now. Perhaps.
It's fucking funny. So what do you guys think about All In? The announcement.
All in
Oh,
Texas.
Yeah.
Dallas.
See
Was
you
in
boys
July?
there?
July? Yeah, I'll be there for
I
sure.
think it said July 12th next year, 2025.
2025.
At the, somewhere. I don't even, Globe Life Field.
Yeah, they said Arlington,
Yeah.
Texas. So basically
50,000 seater.
The first American stadium show that they're running.
Oh, shit, that's right.
And they're doing
Well,
it in Texas.
I guess maybe Arthur Ashe, would that be considered? It's like, but it's still like 20,000.
That's different. That's
Yeah,
smaller.
No, this
for
one, if
sure.
This is 50. This is huge.
This is huge.
It's huge.
Far bigger ambitions here.
Baseball field, like, yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna be there. I'm gonna make the effort to head out there. You know, I love to travel
Absolutely.
for big shows, and I've been begging for AEW to come to a pay-per-view in Texas.
Yeah.
True that, man.
So have we.
It makes all the sense in the world for them to do it there. You know, obviously they're running their best numbers there. They just did that Collision residency, Ring of Honor residency, 2-1 there.
Yeah, so they
But,
built up a fan base, eh?
Absolutely, they must
Yeah.
be getting some sort of good numbers. And
Yeah.
I was arguing to these guys earlier off air that AEW shouldn't have too crazy of prices here, and you know they're really good about doing that anyway. They always have really good ticket prices, I'd say,
Yeah, they try to
More or
price
less,
gouge. They don't
yeah.
price gouge very much.
except on that Arthur Ashe Stadium one. I think last year they had a pretty bad turnout, like either 2 years ago or something, and yeah, it's because the tickets were so insanely priced, and I guess you know it's not always as awesome as the first go round, you
Yeah,
know, as they're
definitely.
seeing with their lower attendance rate for this coming up All in London, you know,
Right.
going from like 80,000 to
Maybe 50.
maybe 50, hopefully.
Yeah.
Still going to be a good turnout, I'm sure, and going to be a great show. I'm still looking forward to it.
I mean,
but
you know, Texas is going to show up and show out. We'll be there.
I really hope so.
Yeah.
I just
and,
want to stress this. Like, I don't think people really understand the scope of what AEW did in the 5 years that it's been around to pull
True.
80,000 and to come back and still pull 40 internationally.
Yeah.
They're still doing numbers that WCW didn't even do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
And
So,
WCW was giving tickets away back then, still not doing numbers like this.
I'm not gonna act like the American attendance here in the U.S. hasn't been
And
you
it's
know
like
rough. I'll see the numbers on WrestleTix because I can't
Yeah.
lie. I'll check it out. You know, just be like, hey, what they do. You know,
Right.
and it'd be like a good week if it's like over 4,000.
Right.
You know, so they definitely got to work on that. Also, just the way that they've been booking is, I feel like the build up to the show has been good, but there's also some acts that they don't really do anything with.
Danhausen, we miss you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ricky Starks.
Starks
Aw,
off air.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wardlow, where'd he
mean,
go?
Yeah, man, it's unfortunate, but there's so much talent there that there's really no way to slice it. Like you're gonna mess up one way or the other.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. You're not going to please everybody. There's so
Right.
much talent there. Yeah. I'm
Loaded
waiting
roster.
for I'm
Very
waiting for
looking
Adam.
much forward to the show though.
Yeah.
Like in July, like
I'm hoping Adam Cole's back by then. Jesus, hurry up, Adam.
Sounds like he's working his way back,
Is
right?
he? Really?
I read on some internet dirt sheets.
Oh, you're on the sheets?
I'm on the dirt sheets.
What do they say?
That he's just rehabbing, getting ready for training again.
I mean, if whenever the MJF stuff happened with him
Yeah.
recently, like that was a good step forward. He was walking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wait, when MJF like wrote him off TV recently?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't like in the wheelchair
that.
or anything
Yeah.
like that.
he
You
was.
know what I mean?
He was prone.
So I'm looking forward to
Me
it
too.
whenever it happens. Hopefully, Omega's back by then. Jeez,
man.
God, I think hopefully everybody's back and healthy.
Dude.
need that Okada match to happen in Texas.
God, are you serious?
Yes.
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
God,
These full circle moment here,
Dude,
holy fucking shit!
that would be amazing.
That would
Are you
be
kidding
amazing.
me? Okada Omega 5 at All In Texas.
Gotta watch the.
You
other
heard it here
four.
first.
Yeah.
It should have happened this coming.
It should have been this fall, right?
It should have been this upcoming.
It might have
weekend.
been like Forbidden Door All In, type shit.
Because that was kind of the story they were leaning into a little bit, with involving Omega with the Young Bucks and all that stuff. You know, when the angle first got started, whenever they, dropped TK on his head. But
oh my God, yeah,
that was awesome.
That was funny.
Fucking wicked,
dude. TK like the way he took the punch, like didn't like sell it properly. It looks so funny.
The stuff at the NFL draft too is just over the top.
Oh my God, I love that he did that.
I'm not familiar.
So basically, the day after he took the pile driver, the Melter or the TK driver, as now they call it. He went. He had to go to the NFL draft because he's like one of the
Jacksonville Jaguars guys.
Right. So he basically wore a neck brace to the NFL draft, and he had a documentary team following him the whole time. He was on like a bunch of shows.
Like a couple days worth of that. Yeah,
just rocking a neck brace, selling the angle.
Selling the neck.
And then he came back like 3 weeks later.
Oh my God.
It was so funny.
Selling the neck. Well, he's a showman. You got to give him that.
Yeah, but dude, I'm all in with All In Texas. I'm there for sure. So excited.
Straight grizzly.
Looking straight grizzly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys want a slice of Macho's chocolate candy cake?
I've had a lot of beer, Macho. I'm good, man.
It's his chocolate cake.
It's my chocolate cake, yeah.
With vanilla frosting infused with cannabis butter to get you super fucked up, yeah.
Nah, we're good right now, Mach. Thanks, though.
All right, yeah. No worries. Maybe later.
Get us some more beers, Mach.
What else do we have in the news here?
Well, let's look here. Dad, do you have anything on your ledger over there?
Well, I do believe that TNA is actually going to be coming to San Antonio very soon.
That's right.
And, Let me get your thoughts on that.
Man, I as a TNA kid growing up watching Spike TV in the mid 2000s, super excited to see TNA proper. In its proper form with the proper letters. The only other TNA show I've been to technically was Slammiversary 2018, or maybe 2019, whenever the G1 was in town. TNA ran Slammiversary that same weekend in Dallas.
Wow.
I forgot about that.
So I saw Rob Van Dam and Moose have a match.
Moose.
Killer Cross had his final TNA match against Eddie Edwards. It was fucking terrible.
Dude, really?
Yeah. And trust me, I liked Killer Cross a lot in TNA. He had a vibe about him when he was with Austin Aries.
Yes, I was a huge Cross fan. Him, Moose, and Aries.
The promos were good. You know what I mean? But just that the way they took him out, they kind of hoed him on the way out a little bit. So what else? I saw a brutal-ass match between Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie. They did like a curb stomp into thumbtacks.
Oh, Jesus.
It was pretty gnarly. I think it was a Monsters Ball match, I believe.
Who took it?
Rosemary.
Oh, of course.
Rosemary.
Yeah, I was going to say Ty.
So I'm super stoked to check out TNA in its current form. Of course, the Hardys are going to be there. So you know that I will be in the building for that at the bare minimum. Not too big on Nick Nemeth being world champion in big 2024. I get you're trying to give him this little Twilight run.
Yeah.
He has 2 belts right now.
He lost. I think
Did he lose it last night?
He lost it to El Patron.
Was that the Mega Campeon title or something? All right.
Wait, Alberto Del Rio?
He lost it to Alberto El Patron.
Alberto El Patron is a champ again.
That's Alberto Del Rio?
It's Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he can't say Del Rio, so he's Alberto El Patron.
But yeah, fucking JBL came out with Nick Nemeth, apparently. I only saw the screenshot of it, but did y'all see that?
Yeah, I have no idea what the context
I don't know
is.
either.
It was just crazy to see a man who was running children off of the border in Mexico. What a sight to see. 2024 JBL still being a thing is crazy to me.
He was running kids off the border?
Yeah, give us some context here.
Also,
what is this,
the
storyline or
old,
something?
this was the old segment he did with Eddie Guerrero back in like 04. He went to, I believe he went to Bandera, Texas, to shoot this angle.
It's
where
kind of ringing a bell now.
It was to shoot this angle where basically he was hunting down immigrants on the border.
Oh my!
And he said, and he was like, "Get back to your country, you know, whatever." Like, and you tell Eddie Guerrero this, that, you know, I'm about to beat his ass. It was a crazy ruthless aggression era. WWE is super
It's pretty wild and
out of pocket to the maximum, and you kind of, you know, with all the stuff that came out about Vince, you kind of get it now.
Dude, I was watching some old Godfather shit. Dude, he was going up against William Regal. And he's got the hose out there with him, and he basically offers one of the hose to
Steven Regal.
Yeah, if he doesn't fight him, and these girls show him their assets, each one, and
just insanity,
dude. Just butt cheeks and thongs.
They were giving it
everywhere.
up super crazy.
My God, dude.
What a different time, dude.
No wonder my mind is deranged. Jesus, look
and
what
it
they
was some of the
fed
best
me.
time. It was some of the best times in wrestling. I can't
Yeah.
even front. Like that's.
It was complete and total
But
freedom. It was
looking
free.
back at it, it's very problematic.
Yeah. Well,
Some
you know,
things don't age well.
the thing is here with that Attitude Era stuff is I missed so much of it because I was fucking 3, 4, 5 years old, right? So, you know, I always hear it was very top guy feature heavy, right? Like that was the best shit you wanted to see, obviously, right? Stone Cold, Rock, Taker, Shawn, Trips, and the like. But a lot of the lower card, mid card stuff,
Oh my god!
apparently, like it's not that good. And I wouldn't doubt
It's
it.
terrible.
And I bet the tag division sucks before the Hardys and all that shit.
Yeah,
so it's
it was
like,
awful.
So, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
was it really all around that fucking amazing? No, because I mean, you're watching for the top guys, so it's just,
Yeah.
it is kind of odd to think of it now as like all of it was amazing, because it wasn't, you know, and not any pro wrestling show is, obviously, but I digress.
But I digress. All right, Stephen A. And
I was
yes.
going for Taz, but yeah.
Oh, was that a Taz?
Stephen A. Taz.
Stephen A. Taz. We're going to go with Stephen A. Taz there. But yeah, dude, I hear you. Back in this time, I honestly, when we get to the pay-per-views, there's a lot of the early shit. It's just garbage, garbage, and then we're
go
watching,
right through it, right?
Yeah, we're just watching the last 2 or 3 matches, and that's really where the money is right there, because it was a few top stars that were the draws that you really wanted to watch, and those were the storylines that mattered, and the other storylines, you know, kind of took a back seat and weren't as good.
So many fuck finishes on Raw.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, DQs up the wazoo
Yeah.
and shit.
Yes, dude, outrageous. I watched like a few shows from like a couple months of '98. Like, cause I go on a binge, I'll be like, all right, I'll watch Raw from this time period to this time period, and like it's like the Rise of Austin or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Rise of Rock, and just be like, man, a lot of these shows are just fuck finish after fuck finish. Like Russo was in his bag around this time.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, Russo is a
Bro, I'm telling you,
Yo, bro. I
gotta
tell
do
you,
this.
every time I went in the 1990s, back in 98, we had Rock on top, Stone Cold on top, but every character, bro, they had a story, bro.
And he wrote everything.
I was the brains of the organization, bro.
And then he went to WCW, and it went down the fucking shithole.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you book without a filter.
Man, dude, that was so, honestly, back when I was young, I was more of a WCW fan than a WWF fan at the time. So when all that happened and the show started to tank the way it did, I still stuck through. I watched everything, and we still fucking lost. It was heartbreaking. That last show, seeing Shane McMahon out there, man, that was a heartbreaker for me.
Yeah. One little quick bit of news here. We had also happen at Triple Mania, Satnam Singh and Jinder Mahal.
Hey,
now, Raj Desi, right?
Raj Desi, yeah. The Maharaja Raj Desi.
Raj
Desi.
Desi. Okay, all right. That's
Raj Desi, good guy, personal friend. Raj, we go way back.
But no, they won the tag titles in AAA last night. And I thought that's kind of interesting because I don't know if now we will see Jinder pop up in AEW with
Satnam.
with the Jeff Jarrett faction. What do they? They don't even have a name, do they?
They really don't. It's kind of weird. They're at this weird in the middle point right now.
Yeah,
with
where
him.
Jarrett's kind of like not really with the group. He's kind of like,
it's not even that
he
he's
is,
not
he is.
with them.
He's more of a
baby
yeah, he's
face
a
now,
face.
and even Jay Lethal.
Jay Lethal's a face.
is
Yeah.
taking more of a baby face role.
Yeah.
And R.I.P. Jay Lethal, man. Like it's
R.I.P.
It's
He loses everything.
Aw.
He's on his
just
back.
he doesn't come across as credible anymore. And like, I love Jay Lethal more than anybody. Trust, but
Yeah.
like.
You know what would solve that is just putting him on a hot streak. right?
You could put them on
will
Rampage.
they?
You could put them on Collision.
Bro,
you could put 'em-
easily.
and they just don't. They don't.
I'd rather see him featured than hologram.
Are they playing a?
I like hologram.
Are they?
Don't get me wrong.
Are they playing
But
some kind of story where he takes so many losses that he finally starts to get the wins?
it's
and
not
they
even anything
strings
like
them
that.
and-
He just had a random match with Hangman
With
Page.
Hanger, yeah.
Well, I
Well,
wouldn't
not
say
random. They threw them together
right,
with the
right.
brawls
I was
and
about,
shit.
I was about to
Yeah,
correct, but
yeah.
yeah, like they just started reintegrating him in the matches, really.
Yeah.
And he's super talented pro wrestler. What, like a 20+ year vet at this
Yeah.
point? You know what I mean? Like, so
You remember the Owen Cup?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
What did he lose? Almost every match except one in that tournament.
Something like that, yeah.
So he's playing the loser right now, and I'm wondering if maybe it's something like that. He's just going to take L's and L's.
Are you talking
and
about
L's.
Jarrett?
No, I'm talking
Lethal.
about Lethal.
Last year?
Yeah.
Was that in the Continental Classic? I think you're
It was
getting it.
it was the tournament.
Wires
Yeah,
crossed.
you're right.
Continental
Okay.
Classic. He
Yeah,
had
yeah.
one win in that whole tournament.
yeah.
He was on his back.
That
the
was
whole time.
definitely the
Yeah.
losing
Yeah.
And he
thing.
hasn't
Yeah,
and he
that's
hasn't
true.
stopped losing since then. So maybe he's just on his back until he finally gets his push again.
Or maybe go back to Ring of Honor. You're
I
a
was
Ring,
about to
Ring
say
of,
that,
Ring of
yeah.
Honor legend.
Yeah.
Longest reigning,
Wait, didn't he already have a match with Briscoe for the Ring of Honor World Title and lose?
I believe that was the tribute match?
It was for
Oh,
the title.
yes. That was last year.
I want
Wasn't
to
it?
say that was the tribute
yeah.
match. Because I don't think he's really been integrated in Ring of Honor like that.
No.
I know he had a match with Briscoe
Yeah.
while Briscoe was champ, and he did take the pin there
Ma-
too. So
Maybe he doesn't want to retread that same water. Maybe he's liking what he's doing, and hopefully he has a story lined up. And like we said, I mean, they are being featured consistently.
yeah,
But I like the idea of him getting shine and singles matches on Rampage. Because Rampage is great as it is already, but if you bring in Jay Lethal's talent...
Put him in with the Lucha guys.
Dude, oh my God, please, yes. Put him in there with fucking Penta, if we even see Penta soon.
Yeah, exactly.
GG's, man. I'm so... Don't remind me.
what do you think? Is he
What do
gone?
you think? Is this bullshit? Because, I mean,
Is he
we got to
leaving or is he
actually...
staying?
That is a correction we should have made, was that Penta had some tweets to retaliate against these rumors.
He's saying he's staying.
He's saying he's AEW right now is his present, was
Well, yeah.
what the tweet said. So
But
Not
that wouldn't be a lie if he's currently.
still signed, right?
Not to mention the thing about Phoenix possibly getting extended because of the injuries.
Right.
Yes,
They're
yes.
going to franchise tag this guy.
Franchise. Shane Douglas, the franchise.
Yeah, basically they're gonna put the fucking cap hit on his ass. They're gonna hold his brother hostage. His
Phoenix,
Pentagon.
that is, yeah.
And Conan
Phoenix.
is petty.
Mm.
Conan, well, how does he figure into all this?
He kind of manages all these lucha guys.
Is that right?
He
Yeah.
advises them, right?
Oh,
More like an
shit.
advisor per se.
Yeah, man. He kind of goes on his little podcast and kind of talks a little bit.
So I can see Conan
So,
advising them.
Him and Disco Inferno talk some shit, right?
He basically has issue with how because initially AEW had a relationship with AAA.
Right. I remember this. And
Right.
it went to shit,
Yeah.
right?
Didn't really happen much after the initial stuff with Lucha Bros.
No.
It's kind of like they just brought that in just so they could get the Lucha Bros.
And it continued with Kenny
Ooh,
Omega, though,
damn.
when he was Mega Campeon, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he wrestled a lot of matches out there. So
Right.
it's not like they didn't return the favor. Like they definitely incorporated some of their talent.
They sure did.
They featured Vikingo to a national audience on television with the match with Omega on Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
True that.
but Conan definitely feels a way about now AEW working with CMLL and selling out Arena Mexico every single time an AEW talent walks in that door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The long-term rivalry between AAA and CMLL is
There's
not
heat there.
It's not going to subside just because both of them are working with AEW and
Right.
So they don't. I didn't realize those two companies.
hate
Oh
each
no,
other. Yeah,
they
those two companies
it
hate
is-
each other.
It's a well-documented thing that
Yeah.
they fucking hate
This
each other.
is-
Yeah, my buddy Gus is always telling me how much they hate each other. Conan doesn't like.
And Conan is
Yeah.
so petty, so petty.
This is something that completely missed my radar.
Is
That's wild.
Conan, is he the CMLL guy?
No, he's AAA
He's the
guy.
AAA guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He was like in the main event in the ring and all that shit.
Last
Yeah.
night.
He was with El Patron with the belt, rocking a Judgment Day shirt.
Oh my
What the fuck?
God.
A Judgment Day shirt.
That's whack as fuck.
That should tell you something in itself.
He's a
Yeah.
WWE guy.
He's a shill.
Yeah. So all the AAA guys are basically gonna get sent.
It's
over
not even
there.
that. He's just
Anybody
trolling.
He advises
He
is
is trolling,
troll.
yeah. Well, Conan does his thing. He's getting reactions and has his audience, so fuck it.
He's
But
also getting fucking old.
hey, we all gotta die sometime, huh?
Yeah. Not today.
Speaking of, rest in peace, Alpha. We didn't get to mention yet. Anawa'i.
Anawa'i.
Thank you. I
Anawa'i.
fucking knew Isaias was going to help us out on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me that one more time.
Anawa'i.
Anawa'i. Thank you. I need to learn that today.
Anawa'i.
I couldn't for the life of me
If you
fucking
say it
pronounce
like
that
this,
correctly.
It's Anawa'i.
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 Call me Nigel Anawa'i.
Oh, fuck you, Nigel.
Do not speak ill of me, Gator. I'll have Christian Cage and his cronies on your ass in no time.
I'll have Mariah May on yours.
I'd quite like that.
Oh, I knew you would.
Yo, R.I.P. Alpha, R.I.P. Sika, man. This shit is very sad.
Fucking sad, dude. What is going on,
All
man?
gone.
How
bro.
long ago was it when Sika passed away?
Was that last year?
No, dude. It had to be
Years
like
ago?
a month
was
ago.
It was not that long ago,
Yeah,
right?
It
They
was
both
like-
they went back to back almost.
Bro, it's crazy when shit like that happens.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe they
It's
were
wild.
best friends or something. Lose one goes, the other one goes
They're
too.
brothers, man.
Yeah,
Like
well, there
it's
you go.
it's that shit's blood, bro.
Best
like
friend,
when
bro.
you're like combined with somebody at the hip pretty much
Yeah.
for the
Takes a
majority of
toll.
your
Yeah.
life and career, like it's almost like marriage almost. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
When their life force dies, yours unfortunately starts to dwindle and you die as well.
that part of you is missing.
Yeah, you
You
lost
know?
a piece of your heart.
So rest in peace to the Wild Samoans, man.
Yep.
And much love to the Anawa'i family. I know Roman said some words on Twitter and stuff. Hearts go out to all the family members.
Yep,
Yeah,
indeed,
dude.
man. Bloodline for life. Well, speaking of death, we had La Parka.
Oh man, what a segue. Going back to AAA, man.
We're going back to
we're going back
AAA,
to Triple
full
Mania.
circle,
the,
baby.
The Vampiro match. He had a multi-man match. I don't even know the members involved. I did see Judas Macias in the cut.
Judas Macias, that rings a bell.
He was
Who's that?
he was I forgot the name he wrestled with in TNA, but he wrestled like Black Rain or something when
Huh.
Dustin was in TNA for a hot second. It was a horrible match, but he did a lot of Abyss matches and stuff.
I know now. He dressed in white gear? Am
No,
I
he had like
crazy?
contacts. He had long hair. He was like a big Mexican
I,
dude.
yeah, okay.
Anyways, yeah, so it was a multi-man match. Vampiro basically wrestling all of his ops. He took one bump, which was a body slam. That was about it. He started a big fire and won the match.
What the?
In the process of all this, there is a coffin on the
Ridiculous.
stage. In this coffin, they open it, and it is a person
Who is it?
dressed as La Parka.
Ooh,
As you know, La Parka passed away not too long ago.
this man is dead.
And they had someone dressed as La Parka in a coffin.
up.
They open the coffin and they play Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Cause this is Thriller.
They closed the coffin and they stopped the music as soon as they closed the coffin. And they just went on about it like nothing fucking
just went on with
happened.
the match.
Yeah, just close it.
Honestly, big
deal.
pop. Big pop when this happened, not gonna lie.
yeah,
Kind of was.
the chairman, the
Yeah.
original chairman.
OG Chisel.
And
OG.
they just kind of went about like nothing fucking happened. But shout out to La Parka, rest in peace.
Up there with Afa and Sika as we give you
Rest
the
in
Sabu.
Pizzle.
Yeah.
The Sabu.
Oh, yeah. Guys, that wraps up our news section. But we got one more order of business here on Suplex Studies. If you're down, we got our All In London card.
You good or no? Should we go over it or no?
Let's do it.
All right.
Been giving it to me.
Well,
Give it to me.
then I'm just going to rattle
it to
them
me.
off. We're just
Give
going
it
to
to
do a
me.
little quick all-in London prediction
Let's go.
/ preview because that's this weekend. Very excited for that. So, starting us off, we have Statlander and Stokely Hathaway versus Willow and Ishii. Any thoughts on this one, guys? Buy-in match, eh.
Buy-in match. I'm gonna go ahead and go with. I'll go with Willow. I'm gonna go with Willow team.
Willow, gotcha. I'm going to go Statlander Stokely because I bet Willow and Stat have their match for Willow's CMLL world title, I think probably at All Out 2 weeks after this, I assume. I don't know when they're running it, but that's definitely coming down the pike there. What do you think about this one, Isaias?
I can only imagine if Stokely somehow pins the Stone Pit
Holy
Bull.
shit, dude. No.
That would be
I don't-
insane.
It would be.
But I do feel like they'll have Ishii beat the shit out of Stokely and they'll
Yeah.
get the W.
Yeah.
I
Stokely's
think
there.
so, yeah.
Stokely's there to take the pin.
Yeah, he's going to take the heat.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we got Timeless Tony Storm versus Mariah May for the AEW World Title. Big time match here. Story has been playing out for several months. And dude, I'm excited for this one. Isaias, where you at on this one?
Real quick, I just want to say, is it hyperbole to say this is probably the greatest AEW Women's Championship program ever?
Yeah, in general too.
No,
On
it is.
point, I'd say.
100%.
The angle that started this all at the end of that Dynamite with the heel and everything is probably one of the best endings to Dynamite I've seen in a long time.
It was intense.
That Dynamite was such a banger episode. I remember like just being over the moon about it. But yeah, what a way to end it.
To see Mariah May really grow into this role over time, and they really cooked it
Milked
properly.
the shit out of it, dude.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, cooked to perfection.
They waited to the right time. They had her win the tournament. They had Tony really champion her and really motivate her to go through with this. And as soon as she grabs that belt, fucking whams her.
Dude, cinema.
It's pure cinema, as the kids say.
Tony Storm was asking for it, and she got what she was wishing
And also,
for there.
like, to not to like blow our spot later in this card, but like to compare this to the Britt Baker Mercedes Moné feud that's building.
It's no contest.
They've done a great job of really having Tony present herself in a very different way, a more aggressive way, to make you really want to see you get her hands on her.
True that.
Yeah, she's evolving into more of a beast right now, into Tony Storm kill mode.
Also, still sticking true to the character.
Yep, she's kind of
Yeah.
she's psychotic Marilyn Monroe now. She
Yeah.
was regular, go happy posing for the cameras Marilyn Monroe.
I love
Marilyn Monroe.
I love how she's done that. Yeah.
Now she's crazy psychotic. I'm gonna rip your fucking hair out, Marilyn Monroe.
It's her new distinct update look to the timeless Tony character.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Fucking awesome.
Honestly, I don't know. This is a super tough
Holy shit,
match
yeah. We
because
gotta-
it's been
we gotta
built
call
for
this.
it's been built for so long that I do they give it to Mariah? Does Tony retain? Tony's been champ so long. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give the win to Mariah.
Gator's going Mariah
I'm
or
going,
May.
I'm going with
Isaias, what do you
Mariah
think?
May.
I think me and Gator are going to be kind of aligned here on a lot of these picks because now is the perfect time to launch a big top star
Yeah.
and a new star. Like Mariah really hasn't been exposed to American audiences since, before her AEW run. You know what I mean? So to really elevate this woman in front of a stadium show, you can still go back to the Tony Storm feud after this.
Yeah, further down the line maybe. Yeah,
You
give her some
know?
time off, perhaps.
Exactly. So I feel like Mariah is going to get a big moment here in London, in her home country. So I got to go Mariah on this one. She's got a lot of momentum.
Yeah, too sweet.
I'm leaning Mariah May
You
as
gonna
well,
go?
but to differentiate,
Are you gonna
I
play
don't
devil's
s-
advocate?
I don't see her. I don't see Tony winning this, man. I don't. I can't fucking. No, I'm going Mariah May.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I mean, Luther's not even there, is he? Do we know where Luther is?
Yeah,
Where's-
apparently
where's
Luther's
Luther?
injured. Yeah,
Luther's
or,
dead.
or not injured, but they've wrote him off
Yeah.
at least. Like I remember someone asking Tony about it and seeing a clip about it,
Lufa.
and she said hopefully that he can massage her bosom soon or some shit like that.
I'll massage your bosom soon.
Jesus. Up next, let's go to here. Fuck it. MJF versus Will Ospreay for the American Championship, otherwise known as the International Title.
The international title, you say?
This is another hot feud going into the card here. This is Will Ospreay versus MJF Part 2, and the first one was an all-time classic, 59-minute, 58-second banger. of
Iron Man
sorts.
match. It was an Iron Man match.
Essentially easy dub, as we heard.
He's it up.
Crazy.
He's it up.
Easy dub.
He's it up.
Thoughts, guys?
God. All right. So Ospreay held that title for a while. MJF came back. I figured that he was going to take that title from Ospreay when he did. I don't see MJF losing this match, man. He's bulletproof right now. Nobody beats MJF. Nobody. And nobody makes him bleed his own blood.
Are you going MJF?
I'm absolutely 100% going MJF.
Woo, I'm on ends with you with that one. I'm going Ospreay. How about you, Isaias?
I retract my previous statement. I'm straying away from this with Gator. I feel like MJF has done a lot in this short period of time that he's held the American Championship. Going to Arena Mexico, defending it against Templario, really hamming it up. I'm a good friend with this guy named Speaks. He's a recording artist. He lives in Mexico, but he's done a lot of work with like Vince Staples and stuff like before they really got popping. But like shout out to Speaks. But he goes to a lot of the Arena Mexico shows, and he got a lot of footage from that show, and there was so much heat in that building. You can just hear through the videos of MJF and Templario really going at it. He came out with all American gear, the big flag and all that stuff. Like, he's done a lot in this short period of time. He went to the UK. He beat the shit out of Michael Oku.
Oh yeah, I saw some of that. I missed the other stuff you were just talking about. Just saw the highlights.
And I feel like they're going to give Will Ospreay another big Wembley moment. And not to mention, Pac is on the horizon.
Pac, that is, to you, sir.
Pac, sorry. baby. But yeah,
dude, he's got the winner of this match at All Out.
Peck.
Yeah,
Is it Peck?
2 weeks from this weekend, we got Pac. Sorry,
I'm just fucking with you, dude.
No, Christian's gonna beat my ass.
No.
He doesn't get physical. That's the one thing. We have a rule in this house. We fight with our words
so this
only.
is a safe space.
It's a safe space. We fight with our words only. Now, once we step out the door, Christian's ass is mine.
10-4. But yeah, definitely.
He is looming, though.
I'm going Will Ospreay on this. Long story short, going Will Ospreay on this.
Oh my God, that
I
means
just can't see MJF being a transitional champion.
I
can't see
he
that.
is bigger than the international title.
Well, this is true.
It's a story device. They're gonna have. I feel like Daniel Garcia will come back to AEW. I know there's a lot of discussion about that.
Maybe Daniel gets in there, costs him the title, little fuckery.
Not at this show. Not at this show.
You think it's just going to be a straight win?
I think it's going to be straight match, and then maybe Daniel Garcia comes back after.
Man,
in.
I think I'm going to get the dub on this. It's going to be an easy dub.
MJF,
easy
Daniel
dub.
Garcia, all out possibly.
Both of you guys chose Ospreay. This is an easy dub for me.
That might be something to that.
Yeah,
actually,
that sounds good to me too. I'm an MJF guy.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Ospreay, MJF, I'm sure it's going to be fucking awesome. But yeah, I see Ospreay winning this, and I don't know who's going to run out the international title to him, because you can't have it ringside because it would give away the finish if it was to happen.
What if he just wears it out there already?
He's not going to wear the American title.
Did he take it with him, or did he give it back?
I think it's gonna kind of be like a deal with the Kofi thing, where he had the hemp belt and they just.
That's what I'm saying. That my mind immediately went there because the fucking title was sitting ringside the whole match. Like, that was so fucking dumb.
The hemp belt. You're talking about that Daniel Bryan belt?
Yeah.
Oh,
Whenever he lost to Kofi.
Yeah, fuck that vegan belt.
They had the brand new title sitting under a cloth ringside.
It looked like they put a cheap piece of gold just on a piece of wood.
You're completely stooging this finish right now.
Yeah.
Like, that was. What a way to bring the wind out of the sails of that Kofi win. Like, what the fuck?
Kofi Mania.
That was insane. I don't know why they chose to do that. Fucking Vince McMahon. What are you thinking?
I have no clue. What do we got?
Up next, we are moving on to here. Let's go. Mercedes Moné versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, as you alluded to earlier, Isaias. What do you got? Who do you got?
Well, I gotta say, man, this
thoughts?
The initial confrontation that we had here was magnetic.
It really was, until it lost its steam a couple of weeks later, a little bit.
Yeah. A lot of discussion about the suspension that happened.
Right.
Indeed.
Yes.
Won't really get into that, but I will say it definitely took a little momentum out of this feud. Britt is a good promo in a way.
Mm-hmm.
She's not super polished, and I feel like sometimes her delivery comes off a little weird.
Yeah.
And also sometimes same with Mercedes.
She's
Mercedes,
awful.
Not super comfortable on the mic. It's something that she definitely needs to work on. I felt like her character work in NXT was really strong, and I really haven't seen much of that since her departure.
Well, that's because I was working with her back then in NXT, baby. Don't you remember that?
She's a Dusty's kid. I forgot.
I was back then working with Sasha Banks. She was one of my best workers, baby. Her, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair. Those were my baby girls. Not to mention, I also had a few more underneath the table that Mrs. Rhodes never even knew about.
Whoa, Dad. That's fucking weird.
Where do you think you came from, son?
Oh, my God. I'm going to tell Mom.
You ain't gonna say shit.
I'm going to go tell her right now.
I'm gonna beat your little ass if you go over there.
What the fuck, Dad?
Is that your phone? Give me that phone, you little shit.
Guys, stop fighting. This is beneath y'all.
Isaias,
This is Family Matters.
All right,
Okay.
you got it.
Thanks.
He's just jealous because his brother's a double champion and he's just a single champion.
That's uncalled for, Dad. I'm very insecure about these things. You
You're
know
not my
this.
favorite son anymore.
I mean, Dusty, he is the WWE champion.
That's right. I'm the WWE Undisputed Champion. Show some respect, Dad,
You're the
please.
undisputed jackass of the world, son.
Whoa.
Why did you get that damn tattoo on your neck?
What the fuck, Dad?
What the
we
fuck is that damn
discussed
tattoo on
this
your motherfucking
last
neck?
week.
Get that
We
shit off of your
discussed
neck,
it.
son.
I don't appreciate it, Dad. I'm out of here. Fuck.
He's such a
Hey,
little
Cody,
mama's
where are
boy.
you going, man? Come on.
He's a little
No,
mama's boy.
no. I'm over it.
All
I'm
right,
over it. I'm done with the news. Fuck your all-in card. Bye.
All right, man.
Let him
You
go.
got it, you
Let
got
him
it.
go. He's sensitive. He's a sensitive boy.
He is a Cody crybaby, ain't he?
There you go. Yeah, true to the words.
But back to our match here. Mercedes Moné, DMD.
Hmm.
I think they're about to ratchet it up a little bit more on this upcoming Dynamite. I'm excited for this go-home show tonight, which is going to, we release here Suplex Studies every Wednesday,
Tonight?
as you know. So, tonight we got a cool Dynamite card, or go-home Dynamite, that is. But, Gator, who do you got, Mercedes or DMD in this one?
Damn. I'm going to go Mercedes. If I'm calling one...
Money.
Yeah,
Money.
if I'm calling one switch in a women's championship, I'm not going to call a double switch. I'm going to go 1-1.
I'm right there with you.
Mariah, Mercedes. I'm going to go double M's.
I'm going Mercedes as well.
Money.
Here's the thing. I'm kind of torn on this because does Jamie Hayter play a role in this?
Holy shit, that is such a fucking good point.
Oh, my
I think
fuck.
it's due time that she comes back.
But
Does she get involved and get Camille out of the way of this match and save Britt, or does she screw Britt over?
that's what I'm saying. Does
What
she
is the
screw
play
Britt
here?
over?
What's the play?
The reason why I raised this question is because I've seen a lot of discourse on Twitter, also accompanied by some discourse from Rebel on Twitter.
She's been saying some shit? What's
yeah,
Rebel
so
been saying? I haven't seen
basically,
this.
Sean Ross Sapp was on stream for Fightful Select. And shout out to Sean Ross Sapp. I've met him.
Oh, no shit?
I met him All Out 2019 when I went to the GCW show that weekend.
Oh, sick, dude.
And he said something along the lines of, you probably won't see Britt and Jamie interact. Like, they're probably their relationship isn't really the best.
It's a little afraid.
Damn.
Yeah, which is very interesting.
I kind of am not surprised. You might have slight ego clash here, between the two.
Yeah.
They're both former world champions. And I think, they're better off as rivals anyway.
Exactly.
So I think maybe she does actually come in and fuck DMD over
Fucks
just
her
to
over.
propel their story beyond this. And then, maybe get Mercedes onto probably whoever else next, Julia
Yeah.
Hart if she comes back. I don't know if they would throw them.
Yeah, exactly. I
Get
can
in
see them
there,
going
but-
into a program over here with Jamie and Britt.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you're thinking, Isaias?
Well, my main thing is, do they even involve her because of that thing? Because I saw a thing with Rebel where someone was like, yeah, Jamie could come back for All In. She's like, yeah, we're good. And I'm like, Rebel, do you even work?
yeah.
Do you even work here? Like, I know you're close with these ladies and all that, but
haven't
like
seen her.
that does say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone that's so close to Britt is saying stuff like that openly on Twitter. So I'm kind of questioning if they even bring her back in this capacity, or they bring her back in the world title picture to possibly face Mariah, because she never lost the title for real.
Right.
Or she did, but she was hurt.
And she lost it at All In last year, right?
I
In the
b-
four-way or some shit?
I want to
Was
say
that
she
it?
lost it at like Double or Nothing
This
to
year?
Tony Storm. Because I was at
Oh.
that show.
Yeah, she did lose.
Oh,
it
that's
to
right.
Toni
So
Storm.
that's
She
right.
was
No, no,
hurt.
My bad. I'm fucking up here. I am forgetting that Jamie Hayter missed All In last year, right?
Saraya won the world title
Right.
at All In.
In a four-way, though, with
Mhm.
Sheeta, Britt
Tony.
Baker, Tony.
There we go.
And whenever Tony lost the title, she became timeless.
That's right. Yeah, she was on the verge of breaking at that point.
Yeah.
They were building that up for a few weeks there. Man, good times. But okay.
I got,
do you
basically, I want to say I got Mercedes. Sorry. I
No,
know
no,
I'm
that's okay.
dragging it.
No, it's all right. Please, by all means, let's flesh this shit out, because this card is pretty goddamn stacked, dude. Up next, we're gonna go to Jack Perry versus Darby Allin for the TNT title in a coffin match.
I thought that was sick that they doing coffin matches 2 years in a row. I didn't
Pretty
like.
cool.
I thought it was a little weird how Jungle Boy looked at the camera and said "coffin match."
Jungle Boy.
Did he say that on Dynamite?
He jumped Darby Allin
That's
in the
right.
back, and then he like looked directly at the camera and said, "I want a coffin match." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Why aren't you
Yeah.
telling Darby that? Why are you looking?"
Yeah, that was a little.
I thought it
odd.
was a little weird, and I know that's kind of like a WWE thing. Like, hey, don't look at the camera. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Oh.
But it just kind of felt weird that he was looking at us instead of talking to Darby like, I want a coffin match, because he's
Right.
the opponent, not us. Yeah,
yeah,
but that's just like a small nitpick. I'm very excited for this match.
Oh, dude.
Very much
Yeah.
excited. Even the angle on Collision where he unveiled the House
The
of
new
Torture TNT title.
Wait, he's still repping House of Torture?
It
Shut
gave
the it gave you those vibes.
It gave me those vibes.
okay.
I'm sorry. I don't want to misspeak.
I was like, what? Because I haven't seen.
I
his
mean, I'm
Collision
sure
yet,
he's
but-
still affiliated. Like, he still fuck with them. Like, it's not like he had a split with them necessarily.
That's a good point, and I would like to see that explored, maybe,
Yeah.
At least in AEW or Forbidden Door season, whenever that comes around.
or hopefully the build to Wrestle Dynasty, right?
Exactly.
So, man, maybe we get something like that. Holy shit, dude! This year's going so fucking fast, dude.
I-
That's like in no time. Wrestle Dynasty.
January.
It's in 4 months.
Yeah.
That's not. Holy shit, dude! It's just blowing my mind right now.
Time
But,
is an object.
Yeah, dude. Time is a human construct, according to a Devin Townsend project there.
I don't pay attention to time. I just sleep and work.
If you ask me, I am picking Jungle Boy to win this match.
Retain. I'm right there with you. Jungle Boy retain. Jack Perry,
Same.
Gator as well. Clean sweep.
Just,
Come on. He needs his
just,
title still.
Yeah, he just brought out that new title.
I was
Fuck
about
that.
to say the
We need
same
to
brought
see
the
this
new
shit.
title out.
Yeah.
He's not giving that motherfucker up.
Keep
Although
that for a while.
although if he was gonna lose that title to anybody, the way it looks, wouldn't it be Darby? It's an ugly looking title.
You know why Darby doesn't win this? Because he has a fucking world title match at Grand Slam next
Well,
month.
There you
So
go.
It's like,
yeah, there's no
eh.
way. Yeah.
He doesn't need to be 3-time, 4-time TNT champ right now.
This
So,
is young. This is a young Yakov win.
I would much rather see Darby win the world title than TNT title in the future.
True.
Oh, dude, I think Darby Allin is most definitely winning the world title at some point. I don't know if it's this year. It's definitely not this year. I don't know if it's next year, but dude, he has such the long game story played out here for him.
Would it be safe to say he's like an AEW lifer?
Oh,
I
for
think
sure.
so.
For sure.
I think so.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. He loves it there.
That's
They
dude,
love
I
him.
keep-
We love him, and he loves it.
It makes me so hopeful and excited for the next 5 to 10 years of AEW, because all of these cats that are going to stick with it, we're going to see their entire stories play out this next decade and beyond.
I couldn't imagine Darby Allin on speed.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, that shit's so awful.
Oh, jeez. I haven't seen any
And then
Twitter
now,
speed
I think we were
stuff.
talking about it last week. They're going to make a women's speed
tournament
tournament now, and there's
Fucking-
a women's speed.
Yeah, but
tournament.
AEW has too many belts. Yeah.
Oh
and,
my
and I
God,
think
yeah.
we were discussing it. They should have just made a U.S. women's title, something like that.
Dude,
a mid card
easily.
title, just to fuck the speed title. Just make, if you want another title for the women, make a mid card title.
Easily.
Just do that. But no, speed title. That great job, Trips.
Twitter
Great job.
belt.
Well, if you think about it, the best way to integrate the women's division is to make a speed title.
Bring it to Twitter.
Moving on, we have our Casino Gauntlet match, which we can't really even discuss. We know that Orange Cassidy is the first entrance, but I don't think we can really predict this. But there is a gauntlet match to determine the number one contender. I don't know if it's at All Out
How many,
or a future title
how many
shot.
people
I'm
are
not
in
sure.
this match?
I actually don't know.
I got
So-
I
Wardlow.
missed some details. You got any details on
From
this?
what I
Isaias?
understand, because they've done this only a handful of times, they have up to 21 people.
Oh, because
in this match.
It's 21.
But the
match,
way that they do this is having the number one spot is at an advantage to you because the match can end at any time. It's the first person to gain pinfall or submission in a match full of a bunch of people, but you only start out with 2, so people come out like in Royal Rumble style, basically.
Yeah. I thought they were capping it at like 10 or 12, but I
So it
can't even
turned-
remember the last
So
time
it
they
turns
did this.
into a battle royale.
Eventually,
No,
well, no,
no.
not even.
Or does it go
It's
one-on-one?
literally just a bunch of people in a ring, and the first person to get a pinfall wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or submission.
But here's the thing, like one of the first times that I saw the gauntlet match was on Dynamite, and I think this was the one the Will Ospreay one.
not too long ago,
to get
right?
the
Yeah, I
shot
saw
at
that
to get the shot at Double or Nothing for the international
At
title.
Roddy,
So they were explaining all this
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
And basically, there's a bunch of people in the back ready to go, but it can end at any second. That's why having that number one spot is such an advantage for a guy like Orange Cassidy, But I mean, at the same time, the number two spot is just as valuable.
Right. Because you want to basically be involved in the match. You don't
Early.
You don't want to be sitting in the back watching somebody win. You want to be involved in the match early.
You want to get into the match as soon as possible,
Okay.
get into the mix, and get your W.
Okay.
And if you're talking about a future world title match, it's really hard to call it because the world title match is hard to call in itself. So,
which we're going to get to soon, yeah.
I feel like regardless of the outcome of this world title match, the winner of this Casino Gauntlet will be Hangman Adam Page.
Oh, shit.
He's
Okay.
going
I mean, yeah.
He needs a big win. I think him losing in the finals to begin with was a huge mistake because you just brought him back as this big heel and he already lost.
Yep.
You needed to really put an anchor on him as like your top heel, especially if Swerve is the world champion and they already have the storyline baked into it. You know what I mean? So
True that.
I feel like I wanted personally to have Hangman and Swerve be this main event because it's literally the biggest rivalry they have right now.
Joker Batman.
Yep.
However, the build to this world title match that we'll get into has been outstanding.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah.
And so either way that this goes, I do see Hangman Page running it back either with Bryan Danielson, and they've already had a bunch of great matches, or running it back with Swerve.
Oh, yeah. That Iron Man match. Jesus Christ, I was there for that one.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That Danielson versus Hangman Iron Man match in Austin, I think it was.
I think they just went to a draw.
Yeah, we were there for an hour.
Draw,
We were a little bit upset at the end of it. The crowd was a little upset.
A 60-minute draw is fucking crazy.
Yeah, we were kind of upset. We didn't
That
get a
is
fucking
pretty
winner. So, I can see that for sure. But that would basically Hangman winning the tournament, that particular match, the Gauntlet match, would then influence my championship match, which we'll get to.
Yeah, it really
later.
would, actually.
So what I'm thinking right now is they bring somebody back, like, I don't know, maybe a Wardlow, maybe, speculating here, maybe Adam Cole gets his bitch ass up, gets ready, and gets in there, wins his shit, goes to the championship. Danielson, Cole, I just gave it away.
Some people are saying Ricochet might show up.
Oh, Ricochets.
Someone's got to be a surprise in this Gauntlet match, right?
Yeah, we always
I do see Ricochet popping out. I do see Michael Oku.
Who's
Michael Oku.
you mentioned that name earlier, didn't you?
Right. So Michael Oku is a guy that has been making a name for himself on Rev Pro. He's a young African American gentleman. He's managed by his fiance, and he has been doing a lot of good work with Will Ospreay. Like they had a match not too long ago before Will Ospreay was like officially, maybe like a year ago before the Wembley weekend last year. They had a really good match at Rev Pro before Will Ospreay was like officially all elite. And so Michael Oku's super talented. If you guys want to check him out, he's more of a cruiserweight looking dude, more of like a Rich Swann kind of build, but very good, very technical, very sound. Had a great match with MJF in his recent title defense at Rev Pro, either a week or so ago.
Yeah, I'm still thinking I might need to check that out. I only saw the highlights of that one. Look cool though.
Maybe even Grado makes an appearance. I don't know.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck no. That
Anybody,
was a wasted spot last year, too.
Is there anybody else that you guys can think of off the top of your head that's been missing in action right now in AEW that might make a comeback in this match?
I would love to see Zack Sabre Jr. be at Wembley.
ZSJ?
What?
Could happen.
Damn.
Could happen.
He's trying to go for both the AEW World title and the New Japan
At least
World
just
title.
make an appearance. Like, it's Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, that's true.
You're a big British star. I know some people don't really want to see Nigel McGuinness really mix it up, but he's kind of teasing it a little bit. But if it's not a match with Bryan, then you really can't go to it.
And I've been saying this. We've been saying this for a long
Nigel
time
Bryan
here on
has
the show.
to happen,
It has
right?
to happen. He's just clam digger, calling him all
Clam
sorts of
digger
shit
this,
all the
clam
time.
digger
He's
that.
talking
He's a
so
piece of shit.
spicy, talking crazy.
All the time. Every
He-
fucking chance he gets.
He hates Danielson, and I want to see it. I want to see
ridiculous.
Danielson kick his fucking head in.
Up next, we have Jericho versus Hook for the FTW title. If Hook loses, he can never challenge for the FTW title again.
well.
Please, for the love of God, Hook, win this shit and retire this title. Put it away. Get rid of it. Let's get rid of it out of AEW. What do you guys think?
Hook, and he's never going to retire it.
Oh God, what you
Yeah.
mean? He's just gonna hold the
He's gonna
FTW
hold it.
title?
Who's going to hold it? And that's what you get, sir. How dare
No.
you tell him it's not a legit title? How dare you?
It's just
They're calling it the For the World title. You know he's going to regain it and call it the Fuck the World title again. That's what this is all about. He fucking called it what it isn't. It's his job to take it back because it was his father's who created it, and he's going to give it the proper name back.
and hopefully proper send off for me.
He's
I
not
don't know.
sending
We'll
it
see.
off. He's not sending it off.
What do you think's gonna happen, Isaias, with this FTW title?
I think Chris Jericho retains.
Fucking A. Holy
I
shit.
think Chris. There's a bigger story at play. We still have Joe in the mix here. We still have a lot of things left unanswered. I feel like they're gonna milk this a little bit. Unfortunately, Tony Khan still sees Chris Jericho as a name.
I mean, yeah.
And you're
And
trying
he
to
is.
sell media rights right now. You're doing everything you can to fucking sell your television rights right now. You need people with names on your TV screen in prominent roles. And I feel like there's still a little bit more story to tell, at least not with Hook, but with Samoa Joe. So you get Joe and Jericho whenever he comes back.
You're probably not far off in that. I'd imagine
Yeah.
Joe is wrapping up
My-
filming within the next month or so, right?
My only rebut would be Joe doesn't want that fucking belt.
No, of course
Joe's
not.
But if Jericho retains the belt,
Yeah.
then Joe's coming for if he beats Jericho, which he will, he'll end up carrying the FTW belt, which he doesn't want.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting
So-
Hook on this one.
Listen. I kind of disagree because it's not like Joe and Taz don't have a relationship. Taz mentored Joe in TNA whenever he appeared in the early 2010s. So I kind of see this as like a more of a respect thing towards Taz and Hook, because they already have that relationship. They're kind of in a mini faction with Shibata and them.
Yeah, they are.
So I just feel like Tony likes to play the long game in these things, and regardless of how people think about Jericho, I'm not much of a fan of this. I like Brian Keith. He's a Texas guy. I got mad
He's
love
the
for
fucking worst.
I got mad love for Brian Keith. He's a talented guy.
How many bounties does he have? Do you know?
The Bad Apple is not a great name.
How
I'll
many
give you
bounties
that.
does he
It's a
have?
bad
Has he
name.
collected any? I know he's collected plenty on Red
Listen,
Dead
man,
Redemption, but that
he-
doesn't count.
He is a
He's not the
talented
bounty hunter
guy.
anymore.
He's always going to be the bounty hunter to me.
I wanted a faction with him, Hangman, and Bandito, and it's just like the Cowboys.
That
you know
would
what I
have
mean?
fucking worked.
Did you say
yes,
something
I
like that,
fucking
Gary?
did. That would have worked so fucking hard.
Where the
So
fuck is
hilarious.
Bandito, by the way?
Where the fuck is Bandito?
He's robbing banks, bro. He's robbing banks and fucking hijacking trains.
But
He's the bandito.
I got Jericho in this, and I do think they're gonna play this with Joe coming back.
Okay.
What do you got? Who do you got in this
I
one?
got
Gator?
Hook. I respect it. We'll see how it plays out.
Fuck, I didn't even see this next one. Did you catch who won last night in between FTR and who was it?
So basically,
The-
FTO. I basically was talking to you about
What
this
the
before
fuck?
we came back from break. I didn't want to blow the spot because I wanted to get into this.
I didn't even know what
FTR
happened last night.
FTR and Collision, or
And Acclaimed.
FTR and Acclaimed on Collision, basically
fuck
had a
happened?
30-minute match.
Is it awesome?
I honestly don't know because I was at the Mission Pro show, but I saw that it ended basically in a fuck finish.
No, back-to-back fucky finishes.
And now we're getting a triple threat match between Acclaimed, the Young Bucks, and FTR at All in London.
Son of a bitch. I was unaware of this. Damn, I'm not. Well,
That's just strange.
man, so that makes
Is this just to get FTR on the card in London?
no, and the Acclaimed, I'd assume.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm looking at this.
Here's the thing. I understand the approach. Acclaimed at one point in time was the biggest act
they were really hot
that they
at
had
their height.
at a certain point in time. Even back in December when we were at Collision, they were still an act that had merch in the
That is
crowd.
true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was
Scissor
a lot.
hands, daddy
Scissor
ass
hands.
chants.
Yeah, daddy ass, plenty of it.
That is true.
So I'm not the Bang Bang Scissor Gang stuff is really what killed their momentum.
Dude, it really did. It killed them, man. I almost forgot about all that. 'cause
And
it
now
was
they're
such a
straying.
weird
They're straying
time.
away from the raps. They're straying away from what made them special. And so now they're Acclaimed is cold. Young Bucks have been cold because they haven't been defending their titles,
They're on the Roman reign.
And they barely just defended the titles for the first time last Wednesday.
which is insane. But I get it. Like I can understand it from the approach of, hey, they're the evil EVPs. Like they're supposed to like use the system to their benefit because they have the power. I get that from a certain point of degree, but tell that story at least. You know what I mean? So FTR is even cold at this point, even though they just came back, so especially because we already ran this back a year ago. We already had the match a year ago, and I don't think there's really clamoring to see this when you have teams like Private Party and Top Flight on the come up. You really got to build this division because you guys dropped the fucking ball on it.
They really did, and what's fucked up about that is that this tag division is pretty stacked. My mind immediately goes to where's Blade at. I mean, we get Butcher in singles matches lately. I miss Butcher and the Blade. We have the Outrunners kicking ass, MXM collections on the rise. So there's not like there's a lack of talent in tag teams,
but they're
it's
all
just a presentation.
They're all being built at the same time.
That is true. Yeah. So maybe
you guys basically have the 3 biggest tag teams you could possibly put in a match right now. Mm-hmm. So I understand the approach. It's just not a hot angle right now. So I do have the Young Bucks retaining.
Me too.
Yep.
I do as well.
Easy money.
And I'm not mad at it. I know people like to hate on the Bucks, but they're still one of the best tag teams in the world. Point blank period. Like going back to that the Sting match, the fucking FTR ladder match, like these guys still bang out classics.
Yeah.
If they really wanted to. Even the match they had with the Claim where they lost, it was a good match.
It was really good, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like they don't have what it takes. People just have a perception issue of AEW in general.
Yeah, dude. True that, man. Can't argue against that. But beyond that, we have a 4-way London ladders match for the trios titles.
And this is the one that I don't like.
The Patriarchy is defending against House of Black, the Bang Bang Gang, and a trios to be determined. We were guessing, Gator and I, maybe some sort of conglomeration trio shows up for this. So,
yeah. And I just think it's way too many motherfuckers in a ring.
Yeah, 12
way
in
too many
a ladder
motherfuckers
match.
in the ring.
It's a lot.
It's way too many teams. It's way too much chaos. You're going to have one fucking ref in there. He's not going to know what the hell's going on.
Oh, there's like 3 or 4 refs ringside for this shit.
Is there going to be?
There always are for ladder matches.
Ladder, but I'm saying officiating 1, 2, 3.
It's a ladder match for titles. They're going to be climbing up that ladder to grab them trio titles.
Go ahead and talk shit. Talk shit about me.
Are you going to talk shit about me again, Gator?
How much is the generation?
You guys need to make your picks right now. Trios titles, my titles on the line. Who's it going to be? Patriarchy, House of Black, Mystery Team, or the Bang Bang Gang? Decide wisely.
I got Bang Bang Gang here, Christian. I apologize.
Wow. Okay.
Here's why.
Give it to me. Give it to me straight.
We've gotten recent reports that King Switch, Jay White, on his way back.
Ooh.
That motherfucker thinks he can come back to my promotion, to my show, and challenge me.
I do. He is the man who sold out Madison Square Garden.
Oh, yeah? Against Okada,
Yeah,
Kazuchika.
Did you ever do that, Christian?
Yeah, I have. All right.
Have you?
I've sold out MSG.
I don't know if
Numerous
you
times.
sold out.
Yeah,
What the
in
fuck do you
particular.
think?
Weren't you just part of the show?
Whoa.
You were wrestling Chris Jericho in a
Yeah.
match for Trish Stratus's affection.
I don't appreciate this sort of level of defamery here.
Look, I love you, Christian. Like I said, I have one of your shirts. You know what I mean? Like, I spent bread on you.
You need more shirts of mine, all right?
2 isn't enough?
You don't have the patriarchy shirt, do you?
Nah, those are kind of mid.
I got to get the design team to step up
I
their
have
shit.
my own father. Thank you very much. Regardless of the fact, I do have Bang Bang Gang going out on this with the assist of a returning Jay White.
Ooh, good prediction, sir. I like that.
And we finally get a proper Jay White singles run.
Proper.
It's time. It is time
proper
indeed.
time for him to get himself a singles run.
Oh, I like that. We got to get Christian versus Jay White, though. God damn it. We almost had Jay White versus CM Punk last year. We almost had CM Punk versus Malachi
They
singles.
mixed it up a little bit in that 6-man.
That's what I'm saying. They were teasing all of that shit,
Yeah.
and then fucking shit went awry.
Yeah,
God damn it.
we almost had CM Punk versus a lot of people.
God damn it. CM Punk versus Omega not happening
it
is a
never
travesty
happens.
to pro wrestling, and
It
it
never
fucking
happens.
pisses me off so bad. But I digress.
Easy, Steve.
Thanks a lot, Phil.
Shout out to Phil. We left him out on the news section. I think he has a strap match with Drew McIntyre at Battle at the Berlin
Pepsi Phil.
whatever the fuck.
Pepsi Phil.
Basically a bracelet match.
Pepsi Field.
Is that was that confirmed? Is that happening?
He wants his bracelet.
I don't give
Y'all
a
know?
fuck about none of that.
No.
Keep it a bean. That SummerSlam match was so disappointing. Sidebar. The fact that he got so mad over this dude wearing Seth Rollins wearing a goddamn bracelet while you were trying to get your hands
Like,
on
focus.
this man.
Yeah.
You were trying to get your hands on this man for a goddamn month and a half, maybe more than that. And for you to act like that and crash out over a goddamn bracelet, and then you had to double back on Raw on a backstage segment, just you lose all fucking credibility
Oh
immediately.
man, it's kind of silly, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like Punk. I like Punk, but I'm also a
Same.
hater because what the fuck, bro? You I'm not gonna get into it, but
It's WWE storytelling at its finest.
he's a sellout. I'll say
Bracelets.
that he's a fucking sellout.
And you know what? They're going to start selling that bracelet to little fucking kids. And yes, he's a sellout. He's a punk. He's a bitch. And everybody here knows that I dislike him immensely.
Gator will speak for himself on this aspect.
You're goddamn right I will.
No, you know what? Man, CM Punk, I hate to say it too, but yeah, I think he did sell out as well. And, you know, he's contradicted himself a little bit with the shit he was saying in AEW. And you know what? It is what it is. It happened, and we're moving on from it.
Yeah. F him. He's gone. We've got this trios match.
Right.
It's a ladder match, apparently.
Gator,
which,
who do you got?
I was completely...
Quadruple
it's a-
trios ladder match.
It's a...
For the trios titles.
It's a four-tuple ladder match.
There you go.
It's a four-tuple ladder match. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with the champs retaining. I'm going to go with the patriarchy. I don't think Christian's losing these. I'm going to go with Christian. You know, he lives here. I don't want to piss him off any more than he's already pissed off as it is.
Yeah. See, Gator, that's very wise of you to choose the patriarchy. Yeah. Do you have something to say, Isaias?
I'm sorry, but I gotta say, I mean, you don't think about how you've been treating others around here. I mean, Killswitch kind of has the crowd kind of wanting him to break away from you. You don't think that's gonna play a factor into this?
I think you're pulling shit out of your ass right now, all right? And I think that you're seeing ghosts and hearing apparitions. That doesn't make sense, but go with it. Killswitch.
I digress.
I'm going to retain these titles all on my own. I might have a little assist from Killswitch. Yeah, maybe. He chokeslams Malachi. All right? I like that. Killswitch, take notes. All right?
Taking notes.
Nick Wayne, son, my prodigy, the prodigal son.
The pimply little fuck.
Take care of Poppy in this match. Watch my back, and we'll do just fine, okay? We're going to do great. Eric, who do you got?
I think I'm going to go with the patriarchy as well, Christian Cage. And Gator, I think I'm sticking with you on this one as well.
Yeah.
Patriarchy all the way. I want to see multi-title Christian Cage at this point.
Yes.
He's claiming he's coming for the world title.
Bring
Yeah,
it.
you're goddamn right I am. And you also want some tag titles, I bet. Yeah, you're fucking right. Me and Nick Wayne, we can be the best tag champs of all time.
He's going to be fucking Christian all gold.
What about me, CC? Killswitch, I did not give you permission to speak. You go back to your cage, sir.
Luchasaurus.
You going to take that?
Hey, we don't speak. We do not speak that name.
Luchasaurus.
This is bullshit, guys. You can't be repeating the shit you're hearing on television, all right? Or on Triller, where you get no picture-in-picture. Best way to watch AEW. You're not wrong, Eric. But good pick, nonetheless. Next up, we have the world title match. Swerve versus Danielson. I'll be watching closely. I want the world title.
Who do you think's going to win, Christian? Who do you got, Chris?
Who do you got, CC?
Who you got? Who you got, champ?
Danielson, you better fucking pray that you can beat Swerve Strickland. But you better hope that Swerve wins. Because I'll take you out even worse than Swerve is going to do to you. Good luck and good night. CC, Killswitch are out this bitch. Bye.
Well, who do y'all got? Danielson, Swerve in the main event of Wembley? Fucking A.
Yeah, the build has been good. Danielson, if he doesn't win this match, What is it, that he retires?
It's title versus career.
Okay, well.
No bigger stakes than this.
I mean, based on that, based on where they're wrestling at, it's going to be huge.
this is huge.
I've got a feeling that I'm going to go with Danielson right here, man. Swerve has been an admirable champion. He's held the AEW banner, the World Heavyweight Championship up high. Great run. I just think it's time. If Danielson's ever going to get that title, it's going to be now, right? He'll never have another shot for it. So I'm going Danielson.
Yep.
Part-time wrestler after this for a little while. And then we'll see what happens after that.
Yeah, he's playing very nonchalant. Oh, I don't need it, blah, blah, blah. But I have Danielson winning this as well.
Yeah.
Isaias, where do you stand on this? Do you have any thoughts on this here main event of the biggest show of AEW's calendar year here?
This main event.
That's right. I haven't done a show. I haven't been on an All In since the very first one in Chicago. Isaias, were you at All In 2018?
No, I had a friend named Rick who was there in the building.
Oh,
so
yeah,
he
shout
had
out to Rick.
Shout out to Rick.
Was he a sellout like Cody?
Nah, he's more so my sugar daddy. He kind of just be like, yo, get it. I'll get you a ticket. Just cop the flight.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good deal, yo.
Hell
Shout out to Rick.
Damn.
What's up, Rick?
Shout
Damn,
out,
I wish
Rick.
I was at All In 2018.
Yo, let's all be friends.
But yeah, what do you got?
My predictions, I'm very crossed on this. They're kind of really leaning into this.
Are you
being-
crossroads on this? Sorry to interject. I'm getting my words mixed up. Are you crossroads on this?
You don't get your goofy ass. The fuck?
Are you going to talk shit to the world champion of WWE?
I might have to, man.
Right
The
now?
lisp is pissing me off a little bit, Codes. I like you, man. I really do, man. I bought your merch. You know what I'm saying?
You don't
But-
like my son.
I don't like his demeanor right now. I'm going to keep it a beam. But look, I'm trying to get into these predictions.
Excuse me. That was rude of me. I'll see myself out.
Bye, Cody.
Much appreciated.
Bye.
So I'll say this. A lot of discussion being around Bryan Danielson. A lot of interviews he's given saying he needs to get surgery on his neck.
Yes.
A lot of things where he's kind of leaning into like, I'm cool with this being it. And I know that's probably for show, but the way that they've kind of presented this, it kind of makes you lean either way. Like, you can see it to be where, look, man, he's put himself through hell this last year, whether it's the matches with Okada, the matches on Dynamite on a weekly basis, the anarchy in the arena, all that stuff.
You have some ZSJ in there, too?
He
True
went
that.
crazy. At the same time, you have Wrestle Dream on the horizon in Tacoma, Washington. I do feel like Bryan Danielson will win this match. Swerve has had a great run. And I feel like if you end it here to a legend, giving him his crowning achievement before he really goes off into the sunset in a couple years, I feel like this will be the moment for Bryan Danielson to finally win the AEW World title. He's had a lot of opportunities and a lot of classic matches in said opportunities.
He said he had 4 opportunities at the title.
Really?
I want to say he had 3 matches with Hangman.
Fucking A, I forgot all about that. 3 world title matches?
Either
against Hanger?
2 to 3 matches with Hangman.
Wow.
He had a match with Omega.
But that wasn't for the world title, was it?
Wasn't
Yes,
Omega the world champion?
It was. Okay, so
They
that
just went
was
to a
for the-
draw.
It was a 30-minute draw, right?
Yeah.
For the world title
Yeah.
on Grand Slam 1.
Yeah.
Banger match. I have that on the books for Suplex Studies as well.
Side
Have you
flex.
remember that one or no? Gator?
I'm a few beers deep. I can't remember what I had for
All
breakfast.
good? It'll be
Understandable.
Yeah.
it's there. It's on our list waiting for us.
I think Danielson's getting this world title.
You're damn
So-
right he is, pal.
Goddamn, Steve. Do you think it's going to be Danielson too?
I got Danielson. What? Brian? What? Daniel Bryan?
Brian
What?
Daniel.
Whatever his goddamn name is, son.
Something like that.
He ain't retiring.
I have a question.
What's that?
If this is the end of Swerve's reign as
What?
AEW world champion,
Mm-hmm.
What?
where does he rank among the 8 world champions at that point?
I don't know. I'd say he's
Better than Punk, that's for sure.
dude.
Oh, for
anyone
sure.
anyone is a better AEW World Champ than Punk is because he had like what 2-3 weeks of a reign.
I like
combined?
Jericho. I
Two
like
reigns?
Omega. I like Hangman's.
2 reigns.
I like Joe's.
Maybe even 3. Because they had that weird interim business.
There was some weird interim business. Oh, and no, we would count 3 as the real world title
Yeah.
reign, which didn't get played out. Oh my fucking god, that was gonna be such a cool story. God damn it, CM Punk.
I was in the building for that Bryan Danielson Ricky Starks match at All Out, so
Which was supposed to be Starks Punk.
yeah, but
That's fucking
I will say I was in the crowd for that Tony Khan announcement too, where he had to announce
The
that.
boos?
Yeah,
Were you booing him?
I was kind of like I understood because Punk, bro.
What the? I know.
I get
I
it,
know, dude.
I get it, bro.
Come on.
But the way he went about it, being the whole "I fear for my life" and all this
That was
stuff,
some funny ass
is
shit.
afraid for my
that's a
life.
little crazy.
That was crazy.
If you played it like completely neutral and be like, "Hey, man, I had to do what I had to do," people would understand. But people love to hate on Tony Khan, but I think he's the chillest dude in the world.
He's so chill. I'd love to meet TK.
I need him in the blunt rotation.
Dude, you think TK smokes?
Absolutely.
No.
I think he does a lot of Adderall.
No.
I think he does a lot of
I think
Adderall
he is
and
on
a
the
lot of- and a
Adderall.
lot
Bro,
of
there was
cocaine.
you didn't hear about the Big Swole shit?
What about Big Swole?
Big Swole initially had a falling out with AEW, right? And then it ended up getting on Twitter, and TK responded to some stuff, and Big Swole basically accused him of smoking her weed.
Oh shit!
You have got to be fucking kidding me.
It's
I
out-
completely missed that part of the story.
It's
I
out
knew
there.
that she was saying some shit on Twitter. I did not catch that part.
It's probably the funniest part of the whole thing.
Wow.
Why?
I mean, maybe he
Holy
just,
shit.
dude, he's rich. Maybe he just didn't have any weed, and he was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna smoke hers."
He couldn't drop 5 on it?
I mean, he didn't know it was
Drop
her
a
weed.
5 on it.
He didn't want to put 5 on it. He gave her a job. He's giving 5 on it.
Look, the way that I see it, Big Swole, I needed a little nug, and you had one, and I was going to replenish your reserves, but I didn't get to it fast enough, and it kind of came out that way. My bad.
Exactly. She says that he smoked up all her weed. What if she only had a gram?
I don't know.
I mean, you're on contract. You ain't got enough for like at least 2?
Yeah, come on.
Quad? A quad is like, man, we ain't going to
Come
get
on.
into all
Yeah,
that.
I'm just
but
saying,
like,
TK comes
if you
through.
got it, you got it.
TK comes through and he looks at your bag and you got a motherfucking gram and a half, 2 grams, and he smokes that shit. And he's looking at it going, do I even put in on this shit? It was so little anyway. Why am I going to put in on it?
You know what?
I'm just going to say, hey, Big Swole, I'm paying you a paycheck every damn week anyway. You can replace your own weed.
What's the ideal wrestling circle?
Like blunt rotation?
Yeah, who do we got? We got RVD
Of
in the
course.
mix.
RVD,
Tony Khan.
I was
Randy,
you
Randy
gotta have
Orton,
TK.
Randy Orton.
You gotta have Macho Man, maybe.
I don't know. I want Randy
Nah,
Orton.
because Randy
Bret Hart.
Randy Orton smokes
Nah.
weed.
Come on, no Bret Hart. He's gonna be talking about
Nah.
No,
Phil
we're talking
Goldberg.
about, no, we're talking about weed smokers, though, aren't we?
But that's gonna kill my vibe.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're
I'm gonna
saying anybody.
I need an
Anybody.
ideal blunt, like the one
Okay.
I'm gonna have the most maximum fun.
Give me it. Give me it.
RVD. Well, okay. So what's the number here? What's like the
Okay, you got
4?
a max of. I'm gonna give 5 people, including yourself. So you get 4
Okay.
people around you.
Tony Khan, Rob Van Dam, Matt Riddle.
Yeah.
Who else? Hurricane.
Hurricane Helms.
Wow.
That's my blunt rotation.
Okay, I'm gonna go next. I got. I'm going RVD, Jeff Hardy. Who else here? Bret Hart, because I know he torches it up. Who's my last here? Undertaker, if he partakes.
All right. I'm going to go RVD, Matt Riddle. Then I'm going with Randy Orton. And, gosh, who the fuck would I throw in at the end?
Shout out to Randy Orton for playing 600 hours of Elden Ring. I just hit hour 70. That's insane that he did that.
600 fucking hours?
Yeah.
To be fair, he did say he pays people to do that shit.
What?
He said that in an interview that he pays a guy to
play the game for him?
yeah, until he can get
Crazy.
maxed out.
Damn.
Okay,
that's
that's
cool.
fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Never mind.
that's
I
pretty
mean,
cool, though.
it
I
ain't
thought he
like I said, it
played.
ain't tricking if you got it.
He made it sound like he played 600 hours, but he said he
No.
was recovering
He's
from injury.
extrapolating.
He's stat padding like
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic or some shit.
Motherfucker Jones.
Gosh, who would be my last guy? My last guy
One
in
last
that
guy.
rotation. You know what? I would want to smoke with Billy Gunn.
Ooh.
That's a good pick.
Billy
Daddy
Gunn.
Ass?
Yeah, Daddy Ass. I bet you he's got a lot of fucking crazy stories about DX and just being everywhere. I would
Now I'm
wanna-
thinking HBK.
Yeah, I would want Daddy Ass to just give me some stories because he seems cool too. He'd be willing to share those stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go with him. That'd be my rotation.
Well, thanks for sharing that, guys.
Yeah.
Final thoughts. Are we all in agreement on Danielson then?
Danielson all the way.
I think Bryan Danielson gets it.
All the way. We are excited for All In this Sunday,
Yeah.
12 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. 11 Central. That makes it. Gonna be a great time. Hopefully a great Dynamite tonight. Suplex Studies on Instagram, Twitter. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and everything else. That wraps up our all-in predictions and preview. Isaias, please let us know where the people can follow you. Give a shout out to the Suplex supporters here.
Yo, first and foremost, shout out to Eric and Gator for having me here. Had a pleasure watching the matches, indulging in a few beverages and some other extracurricular activities.
It's good times.
The good times.
Good times, yeah.
Here at the Suplex Studio. You can find me at Wrastlin Junts, WRASSLIN Junts. We go live every other Monday night. I'm planning a special Blunts and Guts edition of Triple B.
I love that.
Nice.
Blunts and guts.
Basically, War Game style, basically Survivor Series style auctions. So if you want to get cool old school wrestling merch for dirt cheap, sometimes these things go for like $50-$60 and it'll be something from like 97, 98. So if you want to tap in with us, follow me on Instagram as well as my friend DD Loose Screw Vintage. We go live every other Monday night for the big shows, big auctions, big items up for grabs.
Yep. Shout out to Loose Crew Vintage.
So, like I said, thank you again for having me.
Nah,
I've
bro,
had a
thank
blast.
you, thank you.
This is the first time we've met in person.
Hell yeah, man.
I know we've had a lot of mutual friends and stuff like that. I'll be here for the all-in watch party.
Yes,
Maybe we can make a happening of it, a stream or something.
Throw a barbecue, do a stream, maybe.
That's
yeah,
right.
like let's really do something with this.
Yeah, man,
you know,
we might as
can
well.
lean into
Yeah,
this, man,
so-
for sure.
I've had a blast, and again, thank you for having me. Like I said, follow me on Instagram, Wrastlin Junts, and I'm out.
Thank you, brother.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Isaias, it's been such a pleasure to have you here.
Yep.
Thank you for coming by. And thank you all for listening if you got it all the way through these 3 hours with us. This
We
is
appreciate it.
This is our longest episode.
Yeah, yeah.
and,
Real MVPs around here.
But just to prep you all for next week, we'll be visiting ECW Heat Wave 1998, checking out a tag match between RVD and Sabu against Hayabusa and Shinzaki Jinsei for the ECW tag titles. Recommended here by Isaias. So thank you for that. Gator, do you have any parting words for the Suplex supporters out there?
Nah, boys. We love you guys out there from the Suplex Studios. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, hit the little notification button so every time we drop new content, you automatically know. And don't forget, guys, when your Suplex Studies for life.
Dig it.